da fofra o twedi ampo nyankrompo no ede amayen na wabie ye pono ogusu a ekuta pono no mu a won kantu mu emfa emayen ye de na ase enye ho fe ye sika ye tumi ye suku bia yakọ ye positions bi ekuta yen eyo no ana dom ene ne humobro ene odaso a ekuta pono no mu a won tu mu emayen ni nim se enom yensa boyi na apa ho sima kakra na no nsi edi kan bo na no nsi a etoso mienu no emmo no na oche so nyame a oche ema no so bia so no wache ama asome no mienu so wom se bia abono miense ye ntohwe edwade nye wafamu a ba kokora obi anyi nenso ekasima mienu ekasima miensa ekasima nan timanum ema no nsia na ba a ono adakoye ne mfi apem no obeche amana so jebe so amen abzan for Owia television so ni yamo akwaba yamo atenase Owia na sren so mesi yanko ya wia no na Owia ni pie sa no a ase nyehye ase ye nwunu a ye tenase efa adwene etoato adwene edi nkomo a eyeye unse untimi na obi emfa adwene wa wiem but ye wia we no ase eye nwunu anu nti no se ba bia Owia no ebe hye no na onyankopon edihene edinim ho no so tiase yamo akwaba yesaso ye live precise 105.9 FM so precise 105.9 FM so djumedie etwagu so saso so na ye streaming live we social media handles ni nyina so oko Facebook a mesro hwehwe Owia TV hwehwe Owia TV Facebook udro no mo a na wa like it so subscribe ya subscribe so tiase na fi share share se Owia bia pie nti amamfo emedi akire na informo enkobo shasa asene so oko YouTube so a eye Owia TV na Owia TV official Owia TV and Owia TV official also so no subscribe so na wamia eye bell sign no nti abra ye di dwuma bia brebia ye di dwuma bia no so ebema notification no aba be join na enema ye nkomopa ye bo adwena ye fa no ososo no wanyera so na ososo anya wo chefa e de afrim na wo TikTok so a eye Owia TV official Owia TV official ososo no follow ye ne a so ye nkomo bia ye de bia no you streaming live wo TikTok no so me de e de nana Yaw Boamah mamfo efrem Libia boga dwumade Dominic Akubuaten Kukua Veronica Jando akosia somwa ya Grace ni ene eye Simon ne nana Yaw ne buzinom asante ebo no nyina team ne nyina eda ekabom atamechi ama be bia wo bia no yetimi abane aba besomwo abuzia wadwenkyere no nsusuye social media handles ne nyina obetimi de atoto hono obese ode ba say a text message and answer WhatsApp message obetimi de afa 0243 220044 0243 Messi eguso wo Ghana mantinim so ho enje wo se Ghana atade no na untimi nsha wo de try so ho say within March bosumi nyina no waduane a wo bedie nyina no enkoye Ghana aduane so ho etoda na wafufu to kakra na wadi so ho etoda kra no a na waka betie so as I say face the wall so ho Chris Brown na waka na wadi waka banku so ho na mankwala no edibi na omoa ehu omukrom aduane se ne yesitie eba saa no a ye de efi se ye didi o ba ne ye boa na ye boostu eye yankasa ye local market no so yensesa yensa kakra so ho na Ghana mant ye nyina ye moa na ye nchechire ye my Ghana quick ye mobonsam no so kakra ansa na eye mama bedwafo akwaba mamini kan emamu hu no se de da bia ye no abedwafo a ekan ho awie ama ye di dwumadie no mabedwafo mo ka me ho awie abedwafo ha enti wei eye emperimfo a eka me ho awie ama ye di eye dwumadie emperimfo a eka me ho awie aha enti emperimfo eka me ho awie ama ye di dwuma no ora Vincent Asarebedi akon ora Vincent Asarebedi akon eye former NDC parliamentary candidate ewo Offenso South former NDC parliamentary candidate ewo Offenso South constituency enei ose etu ayini ese ayini for NDC mom emfa tumi ma no na o me deputy Ashanti regional organizer emfa NDC Vincent ebeji akonya na yedi nkomo de afa Ghana ho owura kwasi chei Owura Kwesi Chei former director of communications the Emma NPP. Former director of communications the Ma NPP. Owura Kwesi Chei so ebeka ho no agye akonya ama yedi nkoma afa Ghana home. Owura Robert Dambo so Asante Regional Secretary the Emma PNC. We Asante Regional Secretary the Ma PNC, People's National Convention Party no wono ene yetwetwe for penny the Emma wonum. Enti me guesta omobeka me ho awie ama yedi dwuma no abusafo enie na yemobɔ nsɛm no so kakran na fi yenya kunya na yentenase na yenhyase emfa emfiri eye mampani John Dramani Mahama honum na mampani John Dramani Mahama ho aye kono mampani dia to dwa se galamse a yeka ho asɛm no so okona yeden na de ama kona yeden ne se ono ani party NDC fo no bebre na eye galamse ne bi NDC fo ye bi MPP fo ye bi ama ahemfo no a nsase ye omodia no omsoso omo ye bi ena kroma no so ho ukokro bi mu a boys ne girls e okroma no no eye galamse ne bi eto suma soja fo so omonko na nsuo na yese no nsase a yetutum na wo mu a yese no omonko stop yo mudu kro ne mu a na ahemfo assemblyman kroma no atoasha soja fo no so se ade na ese no omo be ni ye no omo so omo mpene osi amakona ye den pa nti obesre si ye nyina ye nkamum enye politics nto nchen ye nyina ye nsum na ye nkono so obeko onim se na eden na obeko na ye digalamse so enkone mampani John Dramani Mahama.
Illegal mining has eaten into the fabric of our society. Illegal mining has eaten into the fabric of our society, and I must say that it is not only a menace to our society, but it has involved a circle of traditional rulers, political party appointees and everything. And so even when one party changes, those who were running some operation who were to one party will go to the next party and say, oh, now that you have come and take over this operation and let's share, and we too will be getting small. This is what we're doing. And so I don't kid myself that we don't have our own people involved. And the work of the NIMOS is not easy. They go to a community and the chiefs, the youth, and everybody come out and resist them. And so I didn't kid myself that we will be able to win that fight overnight. But we cannot relent. We must continue. And it doesn't help when we have crisis in the cocoa industry. The low price that was paid to cocoa farmers made some of them give up their farms for gold mining. And so we had hoped that with a stable cocoa price and farmers earning more, they'll find that keeping their cocoa farms is more important than selling it for gold mining. Unfortunately, the cocoa price has crashed, and we've tried to maintain the price higher than our neighboring countries. What we have to do is to make sure that there's no smuggling into our country, because then what it means is with our price we'll be subsidizing the Cote d'Ivoire farmers and other farmers. So we must make sure that we're not having cocoa smuggled in so that we are paying a higher price than they are paying. We're hoping that it will stabilize with the new automatic mechanism we're coming with, so that farmers know that they're getting 70% of the price. So if they take their calculator and they calculate 70% of the international commodity price and do the exchange rate in cedis, the farmer will know how much he's getting instead of a producer price being announced. But like I was saying, we're going to put more effort into the galamsey. One of the problems we have is we don't have patrol boats, especially on our waterways, to for NIMOS to continue to patrol the waterways. So in many cases,
President John Dramani Mahama eni etene nkano on galamsey eni cocoa na oka edibo mu a odi ho nkomo no se bia ye duru no ye nyisi ye de be ya manyosemeto nchane onoa ne party for onoa ne party NDC for ene so ha ne kra no aka people a omo ewo appointment kra no yes ani ma ne binti ko na den duru ba bia nemosofo ya ote wo mi sojafo yi ombetimi ombebo awura kru bi mo ade na ese na omo kwakwa ni yi no na kruma ahemfo assembly members nyina beto ahwo mo so ade omo mpene omo nko stop ade na ese no ade na ebekunye no omse da bi omo mpene omo stop nti sa de bi sa no wo ye wadwene se obe stop obetu ase a enye bete enye mre na se obekoso a na galamse kon no wako na okasa kakra e de fa koko bebia yaba bedru as oman ho yanto aso mampani John Dramani mama ne nkomo no amana nso a osa kasa edifa electricity ho observe me no mienu edi ho adanse se yemfa politics entonche the rate at which your light bill no ene menka se ye meters ne esi read no jack ano odi hu ano hye debi yentimi the rate at which meters ne read say no ano odi ano hye uto 300 uto 500 na eja wani da so said obekọ kakra abro so bia a week na 2-3 days bi da so na adena so onko check aka be 20 cedis aka 22 cedis aka 30 something cedis na adena so red wo check so a nye bibi extraordinary bia na wo ye na ofie onomo as usual wo fifia no pa obefie anwumre nom ene ade a nti ja ko check ade na engeze President Mahama Kasai edifa electricity ho se ECG ebraso se yema ankrankre private sector no ebora ECG mu na eboa amayen kane ho nsensem ejina yi mampani chechire mu yi ede kire yin se
reality. When we talk about private sector participation in distribution of energy, we're not taking anybody's jobs. We're saying that the billing and metering is better organized by the private sector. That's all we're saying. Electricity company will continue to sell their power. And so and I say this because I've been part of the privatization of the communication sector. And I remember when I was deputy minister, we were told that communications is such a national security issue. If you privatize it, the CIA will be listening to our calls and what and what. Today, the communication sector employs more people than when we had only Ghana Telecom and Ghana Post. They were together, you remember. It was some state-owned enterprise, PNT. It was not even Ghana Telecom, it was PNT. How many people did PNT employ at that time? Today, if you take the workers of MTN and all the downstream digital employees and fintech companies and things, we are employing hundreds more people than PNT used to employ. But we're saying that ECG is not going to be privatized. And I want to insist again, ECG is not going to be privatized. There's not going to be any people who lose jobs in ECG because of private sector participation. ECG will sell the electricity to the private sector and say, we're giving you this amount of electricity, pay us. And so ECG will get its money. It will have its employees. It will pay its employees. But the private sector will be responsible for billing and metering. And so we gave you bulk electricity of this amount. ECG was sitting and waiting for you to pay us our money. So you will go to the houses and make sure the meters are working, you make sure that the people are paying the bills, and so on and so forth. So let me explain again. It's not privatization of ECG.
President John Dramani Mahama Nchechirimo Dema yes bia yadwene yes somo eka somo ma private people abura electricity niamani mu a ya na yadwene nyina akwa yes aban ne peso ton ECG de MOB and o se entesa nchechirimu no na ode amaye no na mampani esa kasai e de fa adwumayefo aketua ho mo beka ya enra na close tag for omo efu omo strike mu ebe adwuma enra na close tag for if you strike mo a beg you no kromo nya man sa omso mbeba ne next week Tuesday if say na days here we enimu nyina na kwakwa holiday yenuanom Muslims no omo esala omo babedint no ama days we enimu nyina holiday sa de kosi yakopon ya doma Monday Tuesday eno be resume adwuma mampani kasa de fa adwuma efo aketua ho oso ogetum se adwuma Ghana adwuma efo aketua nye ɔne nyina so bɛgyina adwuma no a yɛbɛyɛ no se yɛkɔso ayɛ abɛyɛ adwuma biara abɛyɛ adwuma yɛkɔso ayɛ ne memfa ho time bi a wopɛ bia na wokɔ adwuma time bi a wopɛ bia na wopɔn obi anka wo de kyɛ onwene ɔman ne ho a na ne abosome so ne sɛ wo hwɛ ne mu sɛ aban tamakestu ya bam emfama wa ne yakoya anase eba nti ye nyina onsomo ne nipa si ye ne ye a sika ne beba ema opani no ono na bedi de ho mampani John Dramani Mahama.
This government has nothing to hide. What you see, this government has nothing to hide. What you see is what you get. We've come a long way from the period where you had two different economic statistics. The statistics that we give you are the true state of the economy. And so today, we will show you what the size of the national cake is. You need to know what the size of the national cake is before we all decide how we share it. If we don't let you know what the size is, you believe it's bigger than it is, and your share is smaller. But if we let you know what the size is, then all of us know that the share we're getting is commensurate to what the cake is. And so the only way we can get a bigger share is to grow the cake bigger. And that's what this government is about. For the past year, we've been tightening expenditure, making sure we eschew waste so that we're able to grow the GDP in order that we can invest in infrastructure and grow the economy and thereby create more jobs. But until we all are on board and know that we must work together to grow the cake, create more employment, then we'll feel that somebody is enjoying more than the other. So I'll set the tone with my speech, but after that the Minister of Finance will also give you an indication of what the size of the national cake is. Cake is not our traditional food. If it's king cake, what the size of the national king cake is, so that we all know how many balls we can share, and all of us will come to the table and share it. Nobody is going to sit and then after some people have eaten, then what is left over we give to organized labor and other disadvantaged groups. All of us are tightening our belts together.
For inti yehu teacher unions ahodo no womo leadership ho yehu closag Dr. Isaac Bampoado executive secretary of that closag no oni ne leaders e ho nom yehu so hu adwumayfo organized labor ne de yeze mumpenimfo nyina no na enra omo e wo ho nom a na omo ne president edwendwena oman no ho bebi oman ni gina bebi oman ne yepese yekọ ene me da yanim yepese ye na president eboboso kakra e de achrom na utie president ansem no a okase miwie ama finance minister ba na finance minister so kasai Dr. Kesel atoba forsen okasai na ono na asem okan no na manipa bebre eyemahye wo kakra se ose eduru ba bi a bosome so a agesa ban kobobusia efri ba bi ene de be soso ansa na yetimi etua Ghana adwumayefo ka ose ye toda bi a aban ekobobusia be 17 billion Ghana cedis okobobusia be 17 billion Ghana cedis eno de aba ansana yetimi etua Ghana adwumayefo ka nto busa se nto adwumayeni no ede no ye so hunti se adwumayeni ni ye adwuma na mfaso ma ye be de ne awrane company na ye frɛ ne Ghana no company na ye frɛ ne Ghana no so adwumayeni na adwuma o ye no ye ntimi nya mfaso anase ntimi yetete a ntimi mfa entete ka ne mfiri onom na se ka ne beto akiri na agese ye kobobosia na ye aba be so kakra na ye nyae ne so na ye te adwumayefo ka the company Ghana ye be de ne akoyenim enti finance minister
paying for statutory funds and debt service from non-oil tax revenue of 183 billion Ghana cedis. What was left was not enough to settle Ghana's compensation bill. This also means that government of Ghana had to borrow 17 billion Ghana cedis to pay Ghanaian workers. Simple put, we borrow to augment what is left to pay for Ghanaian workers. Your Excellency, the drivers of the rising wage bill and the compensation costs are as follows. We have the annual base pay adjustment, growth in employment levels in the public sector, request for introduction of new incremental adjustment in existing conditions of service. Example is institution-specific allowances that we've seen that it is coming up. Legislative and administrative approvals leads to enhancement in pay and pension obligation arising from improved condition of service. These days, almost every institution is taking a bill to Parliament for approval to get a new pay structure. Your Excellency, under the legislative framework guiding the pay structure in Ghana, there are various legislative instruments that contain enhanced conditions of service for some public institutions. Some of these laws are in contravention of the provisions in the 1992 Constitution. There are also enabling acts that empower boards of public institutions to determine the conditions of service of staff without recourse to the Minister for Finance. This is also a contravention of the Public Financial Management Act, Act 921. Undoubtedly, the various enactment and
Minister Dr. Kesel Atoba Force and Susun Chichimo de Mai and Tisana Mekano about 1.17 billion Ghana cedis. I want to make a boss Abosian Besos Castle and Sana Itimi Etia Ghana Jumai for Eka. Sam George, a communication minister. For where so see and come back to Ghana for ye deeper. Yes, see about register, yes, SIM card, ye chip na, SS ye phone munua, it's me may ye call. You send a text message so home. You WhatsApp so you say Facebook oh nina. You say chip ne ba be register for the Ghana card e ba be ye. Na communication minister Sam George achechim say ebenam so ema omo mu bu amanfo mobile money fraud e sister New London any ade na ya na kokoso no for na mpacho me sendi mu ma bi na ababe so phone so nti check me boko du bia ma bosta de no mo de boy kro no o se benam so ma ejai ba ni papi buza say na say SIM card registration edika ye bi nti whichever way kokosi ye no say corrections bi o ho no manye Ghana card kro na yesa so ade akwakoye aden na mon synchronize with eye nipa no data ewo NIA na yemfa enye sade na ebinom so okay omo take biometric diamaniema na ombe fa yenim betwa wanim ene de wonsa ene ade nyina but say ni sitie no amanfo fi say omo saso de be fa na that stress ene trouble mu because ba kona mame eslausu the then communication minister mo ye in 2020 2021 2022 no ebi kura nye omo de enwie ene yesa kofa wi abe Honorable Sam George in Chiremoni.
Is this the panacea to Momo fraud? The intermediary is not going to be paid a peswa from the Ghanaian taxpayers. Either you as an individual or the NCA as an institution. So no taxpayers' money is going to go to the technical partner providing who will be selected. And let's be clear. I've seen a lot of things on social media that the minister has directed and given the contract to a company. Please, as we sit now, the request for procurement is at PPA. For those of you who follow the Atu forcing regime, to do any procurement, you must write to him. Get him to give you a commitment authorization. You take the commitment authorization to Public Procurement Authority. They will cross-check and verify before they give you the permission to proceed to do the procurement. It is only after you've done the procurement through an expression of interest and all the co-meaning of procurement, very large extent, I believe that it will make Momo fraud very expensive. Because today, even if you report and we are able to even deactivate the SIM, the cost to the fraudster is 10 Ghana cedis. That's the cost of a new SIM. But if we deactivate the SIM and also block the device that is connected to that SIM, and he will have to spend some 2,000 or 3,000 to buy a new phone. That in itself is raising the cost of committing the fraud. And if he does it a second time and his Ghana card is blocked, he actually loses access to literally every government service. Because today, literally almost every government service, you need your Ghana card for it. So the cost to mobile money fraudsters is being raised to a level that will make it prohibitive. I won't stand here and say that it will bring mobile money fraud to zero, because you couldn't stop Satan in heaven, you couldn't stop Lucifer. But we are sure that we'll be able to go after the right people. Today, if you report a number and we can identify the transaction flow with the platform operator and realize that this is a fraudulent thing, there are steps that we can take to identify who that real person is. Because today, some of the numbers, when you try to trace, you end up going after some old man or old lady sitting in some village whose card was used to do a fraudulent registration.
George, Ningo Pram MP, Sasso, communication minister, and Madam Sam Como, ye dear, but we are best as what say, not your room kakra, na ye bisa questions, never say, ye bring your answers to our questions, because we know. We are here, Yenny Beko Sala, where we name Yenny Beko, Aquacobodom Pemo, MTN office, Telecell office, 80, Eteltigo, offices near there. They say, yes, Aswa Quaco re-register, ye SIM card nibu, ye Ghana card, the crew ya. It is here, there's another means, Ebitimi Faswa, or more Emiu, na Yempenchimuyi, ewo home. Minority, no MPP, Gusua, or more 1990 Coco. Ahudomo omuda so Ashanti region. If say last year cocoa na ye toto, and according to Ghana Cocoa Board omo HS Ashanti region and na omo eto cocoa pa Ashanti region and da first open region 16 regions no de oma Ghana cocoa pa ma ye de ko adwama so kokoton ya Ashanti region and na edi first ewo ni nyina mu enu nti minority MPs no MPP MPs no aba Ashanti bem ene Ashanti region eba pro cocoa farms mu omo akọ mekai se omo ekọ eye Bosome Freho constituency omo free one mo be sen call was it omo dey kan call fin so and on be sen ekọ Bosome Freho constituency and omo akọ ahafo ano southwest Mankranso adu Jama Tepa ene sa area ho omo akọ ho ene yate se omo atiesim e de omo ni akye Manso Nkwanta area ho also so cocoa farms hopa any equiafo no edin komo. But honorable Kwabena Boateng MP Emma this year ewo Egiso constituency and abusiafo mehu se nkomo yi wo trende ewo ho se de osi cheche nsemu efaye ekwan a MPP fo efi se NDC abanwe abo koko kwani krono ye nunti ensese koko kwani eko esoso eye NDC aban so ene enchechemu a Dr. Boamah tukononom ede mamma na ni kwan se kokokuani bi apen ho asem mpo ne pese wakwa akoti no yentie Honorable Kwabena Boateng MP ede ma this year ewo
namba panom yegina ye be kai se biribi etwemu na mamuolu ne mu aye na wiase nyina ye de papa ni nyina ne yade kodi ewuo bi obesinse ye ko mu a na ye ka ho asem ani yi abrofu mpo awo mu ahoboa so mo akwantuo no ye yire ni se de omu fa ye se mo kai sa bra ne yeso obi nko wo bi ma ewiase gadi ye nyina ejina fa sa bra mu ane wiase aye de no mpo Mampeni Nanado ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo muti koko no so ana abran wani enya haban pontenwe no koko no muti so ana bele ya NDC aban si aban wa ye yie no abeni eti koko so wo so mabu ya pasi afre no wo so mabu ya pasi afre no etime ya sem kan ye ba ko pe enu sabra so amuni ye bedi komo amusuma kamo dia kire ye de mo ye betimi asiripi sana muntu aban ni yitu no e pasi ebuo e na ko obu ye ye sha aban se Anyone yada. Anyone yada. Yet, say what I would about who was saying, no, so better to say, let's say, a million, no matter could say, and so I also better know. And I 3 times, and no, see, we are Montie, was here from 4, and what by a from 4 to jump away to meet your money.
Just so constituency MP, honorable lawyer Kwabena Boateng, Zada Mekano, lawyer Kwabena Boateng, and yete in Kano. Nina minority no aproba or more ebo, ewo kuku, evundiwe no mokono. Sorry, honorable Kwabena Boateng, t-shirt, senoni, the idea to say kukuefumu, yeni etiti ye krasi, yeni ayako kuefum, and ya the peno. Atadie ne senoni, your friend kukuefumu, so I say, some men know any animal more, to crack a CM Kumasi and crying at the adeno, almost says so Monta, dear Nana said, yet da, and I'm some family, oh dear, I said, Cramon family, Bessie said the aqua foam, oh, your Bessie said the aqua foam, and your friend, cocoa foam, what I say, Santa, dear friend, cocoa foam, no, my set, Wellington boot, and then Manos own, Kalala to BBC, Wellington boot, you cry, Jama, who be that, so says a Wellington boot near the day, into a mocono. Na oma sheshe bia omo ene kwekwakwafo ekudi enkomo ye da so de mo MPs no ho ewie ya ye ba na ye de Montie adwumadi abramu yi ya te se MPs no se o ma chomumu mienu half enam kokofum ene kwekwakwafo de enkomo ena half aka no omo 88 no 88 na ba ko afiri ma beka 87 o ma chem ebinam kokofum ene bi so te parliament edi enkomo parliament na omo ete parliament edi nkomo parliament ne mu baako ene honorable Collins Adomako Mensa wo ye MP edi ma de hye wo afigya kwabre north na MPs dom kakra na aka o parliament no ewie wo ma ye nsemtwefo nhye mu omo nsema mo ka nyina yetiawa omo so omo ka che President John Dramani Mahama say electricity bill any water bill no wonte so kra if say Ghana sikasema yeye oman economy na yeye a na inflation nam 3.3%, na dollar in 10 cedis no near the ade near say economic gains no was ra and then was saying kabana crano there's a light bill crowd was saying get a church Ghana for into mufi say now no PURC for no and to so be on the betu Ghana omufi say isu sadodo was say abai no ehwa so more and actually almost see a free be fuel levy at the petrol na yetono so petrol diesel kerosene and ebi wo hodo ma gas no nyina ebi de da so omo se de ACC ewo Iran and Israel and America for ntemu a enam so ma this week ya won se petrol bo eshutu akwa ebi no kra che se free next week ikono ebesa so akosoro mo no omo esre mampani John Dramani Mahama se so odwene Ghana for ho de a ene sa fuel levies bebrebe no a egugu petrol ni diesel ene kerosene so ene gas so a Ghana for e ma ye to petrol ni diesel abode no wonyi dodo na mfiri so se be niema ebe kofom ama Ghana for ye ho an hare yen Honorable Collins Adomako Mensa eye MP e ma de hye wo afigya kwabre no for sa so eye kane osoafo abedi ekira na ohye ya ho nende eye energy e ho ensensem yentie nsamo de tuja
na RC4 announcement omo ye say electricity any insureable tariffs reduction on matter so na so ye share omo indicators no omo de omo calculation no e fit 2025 ebesi enna me no kase the ye say from the first quarter of 2025 to the fourth quarter of 2025 inflation ni exchange rate projection mu ye nyina no abibia no the projected no is different from the actual obehwenu na omo ye as a projection higher than the actual and into no Ghanaians have been shortchanged enka you expect to say by now sa 4% here omo dia be dey so omo teso kura be 10%. And in the first time, person did him come. She best share PRC. Say, and when we are from to Ghana for him, now almost a salary rate of 4.1% no more. No matter what, minister no a committee beer or so more share meters na running abnormally. Omo 7 days so for report now. And now no say you came 3 weeks. Up to now minister no enfa report no emeto Ghana for enim. Said the all committee no the to Ghana for enim no. And no emeto yenim. Period of force so ehye go say so mo hwehwem no mo hunu say electricity for na aso changing consumers a ombetua yaka e dia maye. Up to now yente omonka. Until the first thing I can say, yes, minister, no. So, I'm not wanting now. I'm actually report no. I'm the brain no. The accuracy. But also, mensa, one Ghana city levy by. Say them back here, yeah, one minority. They rejected that particular proposal. The sense again, him say, buying and control the international prices. Sabre no na your dollar no, your CD exchange rate no, and what they buy. Minister no air assure say one Ghana cedi 8 million petrol prices and cost. Ya bomu koko say no ma bebre wa you need control into munya to wase kaka Montie ene the cost war Israel ne Iran and Tokano ama sa one Ghana cedi asemi na se mo aye kana yesra ban say immediately omra back to parliament no omra repeal and run with this one Ghana cedi buy ometeso said the Ghanaian consumers so e benya relief kaka.
Honorable Collins Adomako Mensa where MP de ma this year war afidakwa abre north kane soafo abedi echira na osho maye ke energy hunsensem na yete ne kan ntifuo levy no obekaya asa 1 city bi no a ye de ekototo Ghana ye petrol ye diesel ene ade so a na liter bia oto liter bia 1 city daso nipa bi start say omo calculations no ene adade na watch say baby o man no ekika kone baby a Iran ne Israel ne America for niema na any Strait of Hormuz o se wan no a ye so o matutum ene fuel price no se ne esi epeja wo wiase adwama so no a eyire so pass so said den ya we wo de ye politics enyi e ba be kan Ghana for enti se be ka Ghana for a na bai wanya bibia mo wase wanya bibia ma Ghana ni no a then yes how 1 cedi no a wo de toto so no a ama petrol bo no akwakwa ede no indi na ukọ gwel omo filling stations awodo a ewo Ghana nyina petrol enam 12 cedis 20 something pesos no senke bia yete 1 cedi ni free so a ebeba 11 cedis 20 something pesos ke ya nsa ana meboa na nka aboa yen nti we honorable Collins Adomako Mensa na LED minority MPs no ema omo edisansem we etu nti awie absan for me guest Vincent Asaribedi Akon kane NDC parliamentary candidate ewo offense so hu Vincent ebe join yen awie na yatena se edi nkomo osaso esre NDC delegate se omo emfa to me mano na omeye the regional deputy organizer emfa ema party no ewo region yimu nti Vincent ebeji akonya na yedi nkomo awie ewo efia hasei so ena me wofa kwesi chei former director of communications edima NPP ewo Ashanti region ono so ebekre ho na chese yedi dwuma ewo efia hasei kama eni kura de na no okani post bi kire me o say on a coordinator for is it persons with disability me kai say okay bibi sa mo say ni office bi kura wa kra ofakwesi chei so ebe join yen na ye di enkomo na miami nua Robert Dambo so eka Robert Dambo the Ashanti Regional Secretary of PNC. Or the Ashanti Regional Secretary of PNC. Robert Susono ebetra se awie na yedin komo. Robert de me hu na che nanu ya omokoto aba obeye PNC secretary mi abato no that day na me wo ho na me hwese ne vivresi teno a abato de gitu abi animo ha muze vivre timinua no tak okobasa sky Robert so ya na wo sire MPP ni NDC for no kakra fa woni so ze o sweaty enti eno no enche bema Vincent Akwaba na mo the messages about my culture say o join here on Facebook no so ana YouTube no so ana say TikTok no so a me say o de oduru ho no mo a o so share so share sa o like page no na o subscribe to page no na o follow ye pages ahodo ni nyida na o share na o join here so a no am ye hu say be friend me say me show every this part of the country Owia TV so de yesren wo baabia yesren e wo wiase afa na nyina nti yetenase a ye chia wiase ebia yete ya ewia boyi aka kakra bi na bia no nan aboyi ebi obi wo America Africa no asore obi wo Canada wagusu oda what you say obi wo Russia afina ono no okonekete so nti yetenase a na ya chia wiase teacher constitution wi mo ase o say baby a ye dro no de obeka ene se posterity ena ebejeje omanyi ene emu amanyofo ebize edubabi se ne NDC for the COVID-19 ene Russia Ukraine war eye politics pa ene de ye hunu se US ene Iran war no betimi enye nsunsanso wo Ghana so no o se twedi ampo nyankrompo ya na bekire na o se ne nchia enkoma Asanteman Koka lawyer Justin Kodia Frimpong a o ye general secretary de ma NPP nana ene eye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Yaw Hayford or say Oshayen and Michael Kotomens so chese ono so ehwen kusinsia so ehwen mamenko message we honomo Kwame Joseph Bewa Dankwa Kwame Joseph Bewa Dankwa I said Nana Yaw Boamah, I want to know whether the president was aware of this when he was campaigning during the 2024 elections. Was the politicians alliance, including the current government, who deceived the youth to vote for them, and now they are saying this. Why didn't they tell us when they were campaigning? Meaning the exact issue I will come once them, but they be a galamse asema president say he will not lie on chantron chreyen or bejiatum se baby a ye drono on the who say on no any party members a part of a de ekoso say Nana Safo Kenneth or say monyere mo ho Libya me mama ha emma mo atenase monyere mo ho na monsumo minor sene da mosom no Nana Safo Kenneth ye da say Masaudu Kumase Bantma or say emra som say Ghana ye serious as a country na or say how come should we sit on concern for some group of party hooligans to close down government office in this Fourth Republic? I just said the also a just constituency NDC full soldiers and I say NDC coordinators be echo lock it down NHIS party officer hold no motitiru and manager no office no and okasa ede etia or say never again and I was here so sad and so Ninchia and Koma honorable Sampine or say or first vice chairman Eddie our NPP party nim into a man for Enkaino Bridget Amwako or say or no so sharing live inti or subscribe so we a Facebook kai hwa na just say why sa ede amaye fefefe or messages or questions or contributions you can ede amount mama Vincent Akwaba na yeni enkomo kakra mama Emma Vincent Akwaba na yeni enkomo Vincent mahen ne fie boko ye de radiasi ye de radiasi
ofa baabia otimi se nyame adaworoma baabia oyi efrem kwasum no baabia odi abedru de akire se we are on the right track nyame de abedru bo sha asase no so enti maba wa fidie su de me de nchi akese ma otumfo nyankopon se wa maye ahoden a yede so de nante de bia na me de nchi a toso biem akofikesiem ye na na ba akopɛ me ya santini mapade mintimi ma abra me nchi a wote kokoso na na ba bia wo bia ya mo moniyo adwuma a wo bo ma santeman na what you say na unim say na etukwan eye me kurom hene
ura na ehwe chire sese
ura na ehwe
ura na ehwe asanteman so
what you say ti na dwam na kenten the second
no correct
maybe me mistake me and the third but
point okay na dwam na akenten the second okay
na ehwe chire amaye ti na so baby a wo bia na mechia wo baby a wo bia na okom electoral area amowi ampa ba me electoral area you sure say
office amowi ona electoral ona free
ana me free
okay
so this is here amowi the 70 the person o can but man ka utrim so what you say man ka utrim amowi homecoming your friend say beboa ukuru homecoming na ye de da so nyina ne say beboa ukuru me giri say me nyini ya me sorry ya me hu nyina na o hene a waba o primpunchu ko amowi ukuru no mo nana osei ade mununkum the second I think say ono so de no
okay
nana so ebo adwuma ye oba ye abrosan bi a wo pagya si wo se na ebe ya ye benya ye friend say ahimfie na ye nya philanthropist bi a na ofri amowi kro eno so ye si library ni no makese e wa amowi kro nti me hwe de nana ba ya o ka kro no mabunu ne mrantie ne mumo wo mu nyina no se na ebe ya odimpuntuo ne beba na me betena wa fidie so na wo se me bona na aba so se yenso yeta na chi ba bi a wokobia no na ye homecoming no e sha se 31st clean up exercise kusi I think 6 April which is Easter Monday no na ye di jumade ne nyina anti yeto yensa afro bibia se wo fra mo wi so fra mo wi wati kuro ni din wo ma hoda nso bra na beboa sene ebe ya amowi empuntu obetimi ayede akoso na enkankane ye free kuro no se edane duro a ye nyina ye mfo ye ne monyam embeye na me free a party mu na ba ye ne de na party no panyini eye Augustus Augustus Andrews nana kwasi medenchia kese ma no menu amba akonso ishama lasa ana me bra panyini ono so mechia no bigide se omunto kwande da bi mintimi nyina ba bia
omunyina ye onua no
omunyina ye me mpanyimfo a omu na atetemi ade ma beduru sam pempenso yi enti me duru ba bia mintimi nyi omu boni aye enti ya basa na ye nkura ne de yakote ba bi na ya hwe mpanyin to kwasa ne ba ya de besibia de aseda so Yakopon, then the party moves on.
Matthias
constituency so mechia constituency executive ene minua abasa mogrubo baby a will be at 2 p.m. so me ba catch them say me ba menchia
Mate
say one so di wachi den baby a will be
no the birthday no catch them so be ya dey na maintaining ka
okay
edi meche no
so chia and this for a Washington region you know once I'm coming for deputy regional organizer no ya ba dey and this for amwa Santa Regina ya de nchia kese mam na ya kase nyame obeye nyame odi ebe kwa akodu bo sha asase no because baby ye nam ne no ma ye ne de megide se eni da so ho ma NDC se ye be koso adi amamu no ayede ache na insiranka nyankopon se ade no eba ya wosam me ka se ye betena ha mre bi me ye sure se
na me bebusa se na no ahia kunya we so na wotena ye e na wo so jawia no
tie se
odi jatum se onti ase se party no ede mo protocol list ye be ma mo quotas constituency we mfa tumra na omo be ko na ye be disqualify omo na ase party no fu soja sa sorry the kind awia no ube soja gidi and a president say 5,000 no na mo fa na ekofa de buy no yen san fa 5 nka ho na nye 10,000
we mami ka akua da nko o se enye no eti we no enye no
eno ano no
so how dey sit here no na ma asidi aba yanim ye kogira ba bia na ye kasa yetimi abo party no ho ensempa ne ye na yetimi aye da abo yetimi gidi say eno kire say we have a good leader Yewura John Dramani Mahama I think say na so eda form eno nti de ye ka bia na wote so ya we say or share ne talk for to all the 16 regions. Yes, sure. Say all the 16 regions now okon we mu nyina bi pie.
Menim say ene owo asatawie ya ye ka say na menim say president there was a doma Emma Brekum Sampa ene gene road no oko cut sword ama contractors akwa kujina so akwa
sa akwa no afa so da
mafaso
yes achepa me faso maybe na enye encouraging and when you vote for people like as near be adwuma say I think say enti ye the president say watie grassroots yesu na why expand the scope na ma na 10,000 me yes we say
was 10,000 nyam still ano nyam money nyina na benyam
I said yen case obi enyam asem na ne ye ka no what I say yen case obi enyam but at least ebi obi nya bi kwa obi so twa ya wodim say ye den beba because 40,000
yeah
it out of 40,000 you for 10,000 this year next year 10 another 10 another 10 near the akowie it 10 obi hunu say ni nua kwa o wani da so say wodon so ye den no so be dru no so enti sa hope no and your person ye dey back to the party grassroots no na omo so etimi anya ni da so say dwumadi a omo ye ma party no party na ni aye dey aso enti ye da president ase e wo sa akwanya na wa bia to na wonim say NDC all the constituency 276 you see 2 chip compounds over there megidi say o share
276 constituencies no constituency bi am see there 2 chips compound
at least obia benya 2 it we nyina ye ne pa ye wura John Dramani Mahama obae oye o share economy na ba bi obefa free ye ne normal oya nti ye chese ni da so e wo ho ma NDC ni bia nti media me abetena wa fidie so de wo say me ka kire NDC ni bia say the president is expanding the scope of Ghana before say he can do the recruitment to be a person onye adwuma ye no
na no wote de si wadwo so no
amete de si wadwo so no eno de megiri say entwaye ye ntimi betena wa fidie so nka say entwaye but entotoye bi so wo ho a e wo say mpanyimfo no eye de toto so atase because ufififu no ase a yes uko hu chaman
yes
ena we ye fie ntokwa ntimi betena ha enka nsem bebre ti de wom nyina ne se de omu ye ne de entwaye but na wo so omu fa due process not to resolve their issue because omu so wo de ntia omu ye sa but untimi fa mbra ne nye de enhye wo nsem emfa nye de opesa wo ye ntia no de you can condemn it anytime bia ye betena wa video so ye be condemn no because your original minister your original chairman your national security your all the intelligence bodies no wa ha ti se bibi ko na nkoye na hunu se e de ha beba inform them na anamo bia wo so omutu bia no because we are not in the military rule what I say nti de emra ena ye adwuma wo ma we mo no nti no eno ma bi wo ho na wonte ase a fa due process na ekwa pattern no so you are issue be
Vincent almost say mo amonya appointment no mo frɛ mo amon fa de nti
enya no kre obia ni ho a omo fra
Vincent omo frɛ wa ofa
me phone de say wa wo me say me ba e dum ya me charge
ma hu say
so
wo charge
24/7 o fra me amefa 24/7 o fra me
mo hye o mo so mo hye nkwala no
ya de wo mu nyina ne say ehwe no de eno de me metena wa video nka say ye nyina ye show mu 100% I think say ye buy no ye benya challenges bebre e wo system no mu ye buy oza wo hwe ya sa recruitment ya employment withhold no nkro no ba no after investigation no dey no say wo say a lot of people went back and there are so many positions ye nuanom occupy untimi emrakwa mu no untimi labor law no emma okwan say wo nipa no wafa na your friends say wafa through probation time now why we qualify ne untimi kan je so okoyi na de it na sa na wo say tie de na wo say yen so ye expanded the scope say na be ya ebetimi de employ nkrofo nti uhwe most of the CEOs no bebre na ye adwuma uhwe bi ti say to abrante na wo ho na combat you can see say oba na to agu wa revamp it and
juma pa
so what I say is one of the fantastic guy me dey bia metina ma fidie so ana ba bia metina bia no that guy no I think say NDC should project the guy very well because we get an excellent person like combat nti abrante na yem ni kwase ye de ni di agro ye dey o ya abrante na errors be ba nti mpanyufo errors ba mamu hwe no
mon kata so ntɛntɛm ma no
mana hoden a wetimi di ya aduma because these are the people we want so on the city and yetimi di building
obi otumi think out of the box yes out of the ocean
you know say unim say minini free one camp o ewu adako enkura ne ye
okay. Me boss come ewu adako gaben
pack na kura pa o na hwe no legon ne ayi nyina
oh
enti awu knowledge na o de ma on say tama na awu awo tour and Boston
no
afechi as say ono wo Boston no ono Kwame na fa na adwuma
Kwame wada ko ne fa na adwuma afechi adwuma
so ata say Kwame na sa fa friend say combat adwuma
oh
tinim kura wo training at Boston
okay
so they say enti say who say adwuma bi no otete wo mu no omu a na o be take scene na but the ya me then say tama afechi me picture o me tama wo ko take mandate no ewo oba ho be gi nshira be bu nkotodwe ma papa bompa ye ma no
e ma Kwame wada ko sira no
say wo ko no be succeed
that's right
ampampa combat call ye no I can assure you say right. Such a person me dey be make say sa papa no President Mahama should show what the best scene mu
Kwame wada
I tell you Kwame wada should come into the scene there hwe papa no me kono ho a ne fia na mete open a free anopa kosi 10 a free 10 no asi for ba ya ben etimi ko ne bedroom no unko no osua ade o di sa o kai buku sa and
ni age nyina
telling you na mama no training awoya no no sorry no anumre bia o ko jogging
wo kai de ade wa baby a wadri wa brabom ni ade Kwame wada ko
pe knowledge ni de won fa ni agro
wow
eti such unim say family no no baby a wo no man post o man post o he will still survive and the family na nkasa kra wo ideas o mo establish o mo business you know so many business I can he has not permitted me to
yes
but it shows say bibi paye dey e wo papa ni mu ene wono de bia oni ni di nkoma na sama anti metra radio so ameka say wo se wo ye panyini ni ma opposition ye ma wana e wasa wo di 2 and 3 count because wo so de mabe me ensa ne nan aba nti wan ye di ja wo no se wo ja no ho sa de na it mean say wo mo bra
it's true
wo mo bra it obi a wo se ye di tumi be man wa want me expand the scope na che say wo mo bra
is true
when you sit only in your comfort zone now enjoy antiri ma na mo ba no mo so bo on be ko e it yam bia ye fa ne na ase no ko hweta ma me nya opportunity we ya and now come hospital wo na wo hwe edifice am pagesi once na me free ho a wan kasa wura
o boy adwuma o de ne spirit ni bi ko
wo de mayen wo ye ne ba na ye ma opposition wantimi am perform ma e che se wagu nanim ase
wow
and I tell you ye nam ne nsamu a ye ko ye bia no de bia and de bia advice ye se ma ye mpre bibia ho ade no at the right time na de be ba be to enti oh yes such a noble man
ma hu se o wa botre pa
enye easy o wa botre o dim se NDC ba power no ya be ko ye be lose no ye de ne ba to ne boss to but at that time obaye no uti ni din spreading the whole Ghana and enu man people cry person on san to aso say one
say ono ne jato ho no ma is it Dr. Isaac say be so mu e ma Isaac say time so no omo ye adwuma kakra Isaac say free ho no be ali yi no free ho no na jibi kura yante hwi biem yes former subi MP yes the ejigui kura yante won wi
ideas ni wo bi mutirim nti e be sra say President Mahama o kai ne resafo
no ompe bibia na
oh ye mu de
Kwame wada ko
Kwame no onye obi a like ono hunu say wo den mana obeba abebo Ghana he thinks about Ghana but one farmer na ono he will not push it for onye obi a obeye na agency because say unim say I think 21st or so President Mahama is going to ne farm and on the farm no
okokwa mewada confirm
she say percent the whole Ghana
there we Gabena
no a farm place
okay
you know president will be going to that
yes
now course up e hona e mo abrofo egu ho no o pese enye kakra no we will not export rice to Ghana again. He want to champion local rice.
Yemfa abrofo mo no emma Ghana ha bi.
That is the agenda. Now call land they acquire more than 200 and something hectares of land.
No didua mo
nko. And a pipes now call workers egu now we payroll was starting produce bi but enyam in large quantity. Very soon no they better say Ghana mo e we da kon produce the whole Ghana. Ama yenso sa ade and he is somebody he always want to solve Ghana problem.
Oh yeah.
Ade a ekoso ha o man no no ye and I think say once no oye abroche no wotena ho che esua ade wo ho wo links so wo ho UNDP project ene how to solicit for fund to embark on such a project. Abrofo no ba ho de bia be hwe dwumadi a wodi no. Nti I think say ye bomb pie say nyame de ne be dure
sure.
Ye be nya no so mfa so pa and he's doing well. He's doing well.
Vincent, new SIM card registration ya ebe. Nipa bebre kasafa ho say what happened to the first one na ye no. What happened to it? Even first one na ye no. Ene Vincent sem no mienu bedi ho adanse o nam bantima MTM for no na obun se ni page na hoda so register on SIM card. Onam tafo area ho a MTN office ho munsa amanfo da so ko eco register on SIM card. Tipe na fi say if there's a problem adan na amanfo submit o mu data deda. Me no mienu ye de Ghana card na eco register ye. Enti SIM card no we synchronize with me data no that's a problem bi o ho no mo a. You can get in touch with me. Say bia Yaw Boamah, is it true say we way me confirm me na me come baby. Me di bia register the ama me ma no. Nti bia oma me number no say ni say number we eye Ghana card ene dia register unimo mo. So then ma confirm me. Na me ntimi confirm nye no say mo ye film. Ana Vincent we heading.
Oh me giri say a genuine concern. Also nyina ye jitu na ye embracing because ya bre Ghana for ya bre any de bia ye we but and then me tie minister and also enhye na it means he wants us to do it once and for all. Yenye we are ebienye the NCBM because some of us we will not come here and support adia ya but on my own says still na no detection of fraud no is still in existence and ade bia wo ye bia na e wo se wonya nyina so nti a wo ye sa de kro no nti ade bia wo ye a wo ni nyina so bia no e ma asam ka no e ye bibie wo ho and inshanka nyankopon se ntusuye ne trimopo a e tie ade kro na chi a ye wura Sam George pese yenye registration no I think say a laudable so I was say no so you recommend the minister for bringing out once and for all solution to the SIM card registration. But ideally, the process wouldn't be the same as second sala now we pay their all can. I think the process will be more flexible than initial ones near and I think it's a laudable idea. And yes, sir, because media said there be a SIM card registration and yasam ketwa. Any pa ba person, any pa go say Ebasana na ma Ghana for no etete ene o be obedi kra no to da bia just o bre ansa na o sa tumi aka eno de natural o ko tu kwan ko ba bia omo ye nua no mo UK obi abeka kire o sori anopa na obi e ko Germany kra de madam fo ba ko de bia ka so to da bi kra ye nware ne e ko pedi ebedi enti omo ayo omo system no in such a way say bibia properly network sane be ya ebetimi aboa ama bibia ye fast ama omo so atimi aka omo nyuma so enti ye beka nyina ne se minister trimopo ekura wo ne nsusu ya wo ye no ye be sere se mo be ma na ye flexible na nkoye punishment to Ghanaians sane be ya Ghana for so beka se de bia aban bia ba obe punish wo sa kwan so enti said your work no the Ghana card is available. Let's link up with the National Identification Authority and then see the way forward that you bet to me and more collaborative, I bet me the thing will be more faster. Because many fraud no a cost pa and easy a cost papa where your system no more. They be a woody agra here among Fosika, you bet among Fosika, and until once we can solve it once and for all. I was here and until Mijiri say Ghana for Dika, so mu complaining about keeping on say you better register SIM card de bia but this time around no the person ye ma me no money ya papa no mutie ne ye fa no mutie say this time around there will be a flexibility way la minister no sure you say obama yetumi register without any kind of inconvenience say ne be ya yentumi enkonko ye adwuma na yentumi enye because there will be an app which is coming whereby obi bia na obi bia sem kama one connect to Ghana card ebeye entumi enye the and register it when you face any challenges. But the difficulties when you do all this, what about those people in the village? Have you even thought of it? And I think that we should be more professional. So you bet to me di ebi so you should bring people they will be going to the remote area with motors and other things.
Yes.
Why is a nipan what TDF na
obeye di amano.
Ya mano. And you say yambe bochenku el baby for registration of SIM card. The basadia me Jesus said Ghanaians will not be happy with us.
Oh yeah.
And until we want to plead with the minister, say they should put up proper measures, sir. Ebetimi ama obia tumi akọ register without saying a word. Say, oh, me call ya registration, you know. Me di 4 hours, me di 6 hours, me di 7 hours. Because another me time is precious to me. When it comes into my life, I never acquire ne some boama me pa ya memory. Because I see say emre and determine where you want to reach in life.
Yes.
If you would dimre edi agro wa braboma, you miss the track. Until nikwaze yanso yama yamre ni bebre. Because already no. It's only in Ghana that we work for 8 hours and then we sleep for 16 hours. It's only in Ghana because maybe I'm a time is coming now. We are bini na utiemia. Try so Obama umuso no aye biaka ho. Especially we a teacher need 2, 3, 4 wapon. You can even sleep in the night. You can do Uber. And I say you can do Yango. Those you know. So that you also earn additional because maybe I'm to me. And then I because a brain when I dream where let's activate it well.
Yeah.
Prosperity will not come from any government or bad amount. What I say, to this time, no, because looking at the salaries that we are ending in Ghana, if it's a granted class, I might be about 100% to Kramaya. Minia still answer yet.
Yeah.
Because be the so.
Hey.
We need 3,000 and 4,000.
Oh yes.
What the man handle cry 8,000? Now to Ghana, now take baby away. The damn cry say. Asuka near you cry damn boy.
A die say single room, self-contained.
One day sit and
chamber hall. Yes, say.
Auntie, I was saying you know. Yamaye muso. Now we shouldn't seek for only one source of bread because we seek for one. And they be one way our problem, you know, because somehow we are there back me here. Because I know be into cry now. One way, when Bakako say president and now or maybe or Teso.
I visit one of my you.
I didn't any.
I saw Winty among my.
I didn't
mind when he cried and when they were crazy.
I will be born a background couldn't cry background. I knew why. It's the way and then baby I quantity. At least the minister should be up and doing such a way said they would deploy people. Mudi ni pani be con crassy. I'm a mako koyesim registration. Send a bear. I am my men no money papa no more. Omuntumi nko and omuntumi man because uko yemkras na still people are suffering. I think NDC has come and they are using the machines yedidwi ekwani bebre nti amaba
drip machines
you know. I think yenu anoma ya ade so mutobae and NDC so ye bae no ye mfangu ho. It has been one of the fantastic projects. They be amibusa mo say nti MC for the say drip no de omfa ni agro within 3 seconds wo MC we de abeto mi gikwa we MC we abeto mi de yikwa we one who dey sit here nti I think say once MC for no kwan no to mu de yempe motos because ukọ yemkura na ukọ bi ti say kwa panyini asuboy eni ayeho aminia so obi faka sa ba be register sim wa before asan wakọ de menye so say ebeboa nti ye make sure say ye won crofo a at least ye betu omuka na omuso atimi akọ no makọ akodi djuma no amaye na ama ye detective fraud a wo system no but ebasa na ema obi wia wade ana obi bia we can link up because crofo na omu yi sika ni nyina na obi wo wa wo yigu obi die so o so okwa no akotwen no akotwen free o die no so no de gu number foforo so
no de gu number foforo
what say nti odi gu sa number no so a wo se se nka wo trace a wo so hu ni pakro be yi sika by your system no is so weak to the extent say it mean detect because even you heard the environment people for no be ye na Usha, obi okra na akwaji obi Ghana card. There was no restriction. Obi akwaji obi de no de ayam obi. Enti na to detect errors ne those you know it was very complicated and not difficult for the system. This time around and yes you make sure say it won't be like said the enuanom ye na a day or how by because say we sa fail the aminia. Benya sure say Ghanaians will forgive us again. They will not forgive us. Once we are doing it, let's do it once and for all. Send a beya obi trezi obi sika no obi ya. Once we have the Ghana card, you know, you bet me a trezi ko hu baby oko. Ewo na yetimi answer the aso no because and Ghana I think the security services are doing very well. nano mi hunu police service and robin they see na incident na pa me a channel because of proper security there. Though we are not up to the task, but I know that this time the meaning what na I want say ade a wo ye no obi nhwe and also odi boni obi hu awo dada ho. E see na I think Sami Jamfi acid ye see no you see there was the trace
very swift.
What I say etimi ye there. And then bebre enye ono nko but sometimes the security service because it's a national security enye no nyina no mo de ba abontene enti ba ku bi twist kakra bi ana we bastardize them which is wrong because they are doing marvelous work. They are doing very, very well. Meaning the men who know security for hono, they are doing very well.
It's true.
At least corporate bebre almost 70%. Even America no krana or what better security system no krano.
Still na billions of dollars on.
What I say still na bi mutimi penetrate. Etimi ko di bone ana abra. What I say abra systems. I think so we shouldn't bastardize de na ye wono na ye mu mabam. Whilst you are doing proper work no. The best minister say going forward no omwa na ontimi man say ya ebeboa ama ade we ebeye once for because some of us when this one failed when they call in for another one, we will not come and support it.
Sure.
Because when we come and support it, then it means so yenye ya dwen say bebo mine. And o mine so minu mienu dia. Ade bi kone nko ya, we have to call a spade a spade.
A spade,
so that say minister ye dana say this say we but you should make sure say it will be once and for all. Na timi aboa ma o man no aye de akona nim. Na Ghana so yenya ade ba akofo for once.
Mate. The Vincent Asare Kon Oye NDC former parliamentary candidate Offenso South Offenso South and any or say delegates when this monfa to me mano na omeye a deputy Ashanti regional organizer of the party in the way a Vincent Nietene Kano na mamen koma no of kwesiche yakwaba na answer na mema me wofa kwasiche yakwaba no menua bi se owo Greece menua bi wo Greece Athens na omo ye Ghana fo eja you can say Greece dey Athens yen kana Athens ya Greece mina uguma ni masiku eti Greece Athens so eze hona owo na ene birthday na de ni kan say omo ye Ghana for emrantie ene mabawa so hu what did you say baby abefe bia Ghana for omo di park akra ya Grace be the picture na ma so hu picture no kra de wo deda so hu your friend no Reynolds AJ your friend no Reynolds AJ na oko Greece on mo friend no eye Kobe so hu eti Ray happy birthday wate Yankopo won tu nkwanem be ni nyina na call afia could be guess and e jaw no de ni tira ye me na call e school be ni nyina na call ma school na ja ni tira ye wa kopie e Greece abonte so enti ho no di pa kakra enti ye nyina ese e ma happy birthday Ray Yankopo won shademum so send me mumu no na men gather boys no na ye ndi de ne wa ha emfa se woni monyam what you say send me mumu no me no maboa kakra no but me here external support so what you say and Ray fa kakra be two we no so what you say na we send na men send me no mienu de send na men send na mum enye mum fraud so what you say na me fa any birthday na emfa mo nyame nshira on to nkodem na show ho so yi ewo Greece hono mo e de emaye nyame nshira pa happy birthday Reynolds AJ me mate am ne call if ya could be girls so ne wo ne wo Champon house now was a house 1 was a house now room 1 was a room 2 and then room 3 so di na me won shao ati on shao pa over akwa ba bio
thank you minia
na ho ye
fine was there
erade adome so me ho ye me so me ho ye tifo ne ahwefo je so obia je so over page mic ne kakre mame good yes pa over yedi nkomo new SIM card registration make us say new cra SIM card registration because minister catch say wa wo be ya so den Wow, obeye tintin trinti. I know my right. I know menkoye biano. They will block your SIM card. And you should be because you say you do away. Yes, or say intimi in fraud no. Totally intimi fraud. But at least let's minimize fraud near the other koso ewo ye mumu ne ye telecommunication no. Over. Who is say?
It has it be na no ani.
Of us, ebe boa me no mienu.
Ya baba ya yi, and ya be new SIM card, and ya be. Oh, sa enhwehwe ni mu no, na enye. Kasa ne drosso. Sam George wo mu hwe ne kasa nso drosso no. Anya wo mu na be Stubborn Academy. Ene obi ankoye de e be gya ne dim. Obi ankoye de e be block no. O mu se wiase no ekosa na be si ho. Oni agbenya ne ba ku ye oka hu. Ejina ho tamo ye se enko register sim.
Yes. But mekai.
So we are Stubborn Academy. Yeah. Obi catch you say one koya be block. Another says we fufu abetri. We fufu abebe and we catch one koya be block. And that's will be a best Stubborn Academy no block am ya fe. I tell say who's a bibia ye kasa nko po ya sama o si ye nya abotre. Ma ye nyese. But also you can't cry channel. You are going to do a new SIM card.
1 year, 3 months in government, or more 1 year, 3 months in government.
Yeah, they are 4 years and I say 1 year, 3 months. How long? Yeah, man, 4 years.
Yes, and which are afene kakra.
And you know, I don't send you. Only 4 years, Nibio. And the baby no obey was ever now on 1 year. But maybe there am a time yet, you be a new SIM card. What me I can say be a be upgrade, What I say?
Also, time no man ye.
The part of the onion catch him. Walk at him, and they educate here. They say, dear man, they come home pie onion ye. Then they come. Catch him.
I say, you'll be a honor to say, of a cosiche, maybe a Ghana card. Na boy, see be a fa. Normally a quack register chip, maybe. Wabra when ya will. It is the panacudi bonena ye penachino. It is here. Of a cosichi or tinny baby, onye or pen wasem no, not on a air banner so.
And to be so, be unfine a card in your Vibiane. Obi unfine a card in your Vibiane. And not in a measure or trim. Oh, said they know Casanich said, yeah, and dadano, and yet cry. Son, no bezel painted chair. But we say no, the old can't see a nature say, your best year defeaters become. By a who say, yeah, Koyano, or my ye, I, an ameba. Omu ye faciano na wo de wa nye bi. Omu ye faciano. Yes I ton print near the adeni na. Eti de be foforo no ye. What new? What is new? Somebody should educate me. Meaning maybe I know be church me mo. Because we can say no be ko fa obi ka no be ko fa obi ka officials no ho. It is there. Another would be ni so. It is there. And our fingerprint near the adeni na ye fine. Eti de be foforo and ye ba be ye. Obi kan tell me. Also, we name quiet to say the momo ye no but they will send a a portal or say there will be an app. So my main can say okoswa would they even would do phone see when nimuana a capture of face, you with data, no information, no BBA, but then you confirm it. The same thing is happening. The same thing. An old board number will be BIA. Banker, the same system. Who use mobile network in the the same thing. And I send this calculator day by any degree. And yet data yan and yet system yan at the edge. It depends, I say. Or see data ways so no and quiet telecommunication networks no and a bay or modia, but a back NCA ho a bay the property of Ghana. And quite to say, Makona. Information ko MTN ho e ko telecell ho into mo na yo mo dia no say obia de e wo one platform so ni nyina ko wie national identity card ne so information bia wo phone so o phone number o sim o bia o see information bia wo ya bia no ni nyina boil down to your national ID. And what is new? The person who move by o say nke be nye ni ya e ko ba parliament na ka wo ma busa na questions no we ya no. And yet, NCA boss will be a war, you be a communication authority, be now, or a press conference, no matter the know. What makes them and share people's representatives? No questions way because I didn't all coming in according to some judge, that and I, and yet into oba be fufo. That is our understanding.
Yes.
Enti fufo no obe ene den. Dia na wo se nkadada na omu ya omanye. What you say? Ne nyina ya tiase ne ehu de yeye. Ana wo ka che obi say anya wo be block no say me bibia ya genuine. If everything me say me de bibia ya genuine. Enti wo block me de no say.
How can you say wo de bibia ya genuine?
Because I know na me de adwuma everything is clean. Me tu kwan me ba man passport to kra nante.
Okay.
What you say? Ma me kan ba bia me koye.
Okay.
Me de me Ghana card na me de buy. Enti no sa Ghana card no and they use no internationally accepted. So we could do baby cry na unya Ghana or passport problem. You can use your Ghana card as an identity.
Yeah.
What I say? Who baby drew nasa who ba through e-gate na. What they chose for baby. At the amount. Oko bank. Who we see cano at down. So one for Ghana card na kwa. Who we see cano zanka. And what is wrong with the system? If it's not wrong, why do we waste money? Yes, say ska onema baby.
Also we yen say taxpayers money na developer no na bibia taxpayers money bia no ma
developer of a system
of identity no oboa
developers no omu this omu yes no na say developer bi so omra ma ye bibi ma
software developers
no
app for no
wa ba no abeka cho say oh de ho ya me fa because your friend Sam George ntime ya chawo Oyama country Ghana, not Sam George.
Yes. But the communication minister said it will be at no cost to the taxpayer.
I find a car say at no cost. So run here money capre. And I develop and won't have faden cry. So faden I develop money and taxpayers money. And taxpayers money. O baba transaction I walk qua banya ya money capre. No so abon the time no better when him no akofa ne nkoda no no ma ye nkrata ni nyina na de ama Ghana because Ghana no mo ye fine people. Sam George na di mo ni nti mo mfa. Ada na man go for we that here. Or that here or is just lying to us. What does it just won't work? Well, the American also catch at a cost be a minimal. People will accept it, but at no cost. They said, "Oh, we catch so now." My baby jet, no dear, yeah, they cry a year fee. One anyway. One anyway.
Ibrahim Mama, a private jet.
I say, we are the quite one petraeto. What to be that? What to be that?
But I don't know yet. Say, you have a car coffee dropping.
Ghana, you can say private jet. It's not an issue with Obinia plane.
Yeah.
By and change topic. Good, I am now. My point is, and the issue of Obinia. The issue was with a private jet. And this is a private jet. It is plenty for the other buyers. Say, you say, a testament private jet. In New York, what the American it's a private jet in the idea nanti. They require landing fee in the betua.
Yes.
Maintain I be never be broa ye betua.
Yes.
What I say pilot no money the ade per diem hotel umbeda. Sa na ma we nyina no. Ghana na be cost no. It will be ntimi me dada say ye call ya na atop petrol ni ade ko. And the conflict
of a young
with the same card. No ma wo muntia say obi na obetimi abeka say it is at no cost to the country. The country near to where there. Country no person ye bibia no a wopa you have to pay for it. And not in a country no ho no ye budget for the ministry et ministry ni budget no and no be no dey be yes adwuma we what I say and no be no dey be kra ni laptops ni ade a was work craba and no be no dey ye bibia et let nobody fool us say developer no oye for the Christmas plan and so much petrol scale. Or the idea come be oje petroska
for the Christmas.
Yes. Omo nya no free is that it na omo te ayi wheelbarrow mu ne epia wo mu no. Na for the Christmas be high brand here. What I say? No the year na juma. And let nobody deceive us. Sometimes o deceive nipa. On kan crunch here. We be ka say be a developer no o be ya de na maye. Ne mum ade ananka bi a eye 5 cities no. O say said the be ya ye nyuna.
But so for say communication minister no Bibi say owa so ntimi fancy Ghana.
What you see another man who can asem no crash o.
O say you wade bu how this year say there e be pia bonte. Especially with this SIM card registration. Tele men can say internet ade ICT ade and say nipa no log into the system now say it is at no cost to the taxpayer. Let's say bibi kakra bi ba say ni say na be ka kire say at the end of the day nipa no wie ye no ye bo ka say ni hwan wo ho a na just what try to Ghana for
obende
o se mra ni di
ana make answer na mra ni be di no no ya wie wasem nyama ya na be ka kire say LGBTQ ma ma sa kra o be ka kwhwini one ni be sie ni just ano ka kire ene wan say ya to abama ni what ni ba bi o be dia na be no wa wie what the make na say eti Ghana for mu ma ye ni na ho me de me concern ne say the osi be painti old one black say enye until we are not going to do the best one you are going to do a new sim card and no be ma ye jeben eti me wo ho na me hwe say features ya ye nyina de ya adwuma ya be kan ne so obi wo ho ne bia saa time na okoye ne de no se bia bibi tichima na nka wo onene kasem no as a minister no no akase bia sim card no ba bia ya duru ni na ya pese ye ABCDE enti wo a wo de no wonya ni sei no kona koye na ema system no nya proper
enya complete
that is all ko bia obi kura ya fancy obi koye ye kura wo de na health insurance ena kokoye ye enti mu amfa mu Ghana card na koye ene ade no ene ba bia ade na duru no wan koye a ye be yi wa free so
ene ye wo bi so a at a time ani ye sim card registration e bia na ne Ghana card kura na
no
nti oma obi se be ya on lose ne number no omo bi na ye ma no bia this time o person o call update because when ya ne Ghana card no any ade
no yeah you just update it but what I say but that perception bia what the two Ghana for so no akona ya me worry so sim card na ye no na ye happen ye ba be the best
but offer
going to be the best
ebisu busa say if said there some George kan enye no kra the immediate past communication minister so on the deputy immediate past communication minister here Esla Usu and the deputy is a former Jabin MP is a Poma something ama Poma Boating so mun nyina wo hono mo it is there some George kase first registration here no enye it agese ye fofora na say these former ministers almost sorry free ministry no ma fekra afene kakra ba ye say ke bia bibi wo hono na say some George de ne kra they should tell us
so Roma Canada they how many times
sa Esla Usu ne ama Poma aka
question na wo mu biza ne say ade ba ade na enye wo ho we just need that answer they be na enye wo ho a wo si enye
but if some me who say we did the sub George can say we will take your facial recognition we will take your fingerprint no Ghana for ningi na ma ye that it be a waste of time
exactly na so onim say ayedada you don't need a rocket scientist to say this
but so far
obia kwakoye
you register ebia 20 million SIM cards. You register 20 million SIM cards. Emu 15 million and emu 18 million to me provide omo fingerprint, omo facial DNA. Eka ebia 2 million. Into these 2 million, also be Sam George. A process mo be updated omo enema.
That is exactly what we are saying.
And then Abibusa say the former communication minister Esla Usu and then the deputy Amapoma former Jabi MP Asante Jabi MP. At least they should also say something.
They may be no beka.
So munche
ya card dey na chere mu say ade wan kasa me no te akra ye kasa. Ye nyina ya diatum. Sam George na nkasa no abi no ya wode na mo.
The register. And no abi no bi wode na mo.
Ana anya no abi ajo.
Vincent, some no bi no Vincent and no abi no so aye. And no abi na ye de nam.
Ana wo ya fofo.
And no abi na ye nyina de nam.
And to be catch you say, I dear, no nya. Not the question is, a dear man, a woman, and ye. If I don't say, because me, Kukua, will be a walker piano, and one year the number.
Yes.
And you won't be your bonnet. What I say, Matthias, it will be a while, quiet, and a dear, your bonnet. The Pacron Cononco update.
But the communication minister, and catch say, a bonnet, let's correct it. You call me the bonnet, and only see or perceive. Woman go phone will see a time. Me Matthias, Libya Boga. Matthias,
over. Now we are, no, a year na senye.
Media for now, dear. See how they made me Momo Kakra Obia, made me Ghana can. Yes, Obia and defraud me.
No be defraud you and I won't say,
oh, that didn't but or better no be defraud.
But of a you do what dance your boys, his sister Neo Lande. Oh, no, I
just a 1 hour. 1 hour, only any London, yes, he had the Yama Manona. Would be quite an article.
You offer
and take an out and put an output.
Of say no be see a car some na no be that down.
Yeah, we be bet me that down.
There be.
Me fear ni pe bien no bet me that down. Sister ni London. Rabda you know you say sisters no Canada and US.
If it's not pa bia, who sister be London no.
Watch that fine. The watch say kwa Australia. It will be catch us be in London. I did amano. 85 man. Oh please, mommy can crunch some George.
Okay.
That is not the way to go.
Okay.
Me there me pese who say nipa biano. The session and I na eya. What I say. So be ye bibi ache obi. Na nipa ko no be hu achi say ade na wo ye na nye papa no. Trust no eko.
Okay.
We no picture na o de bre ye wo Ghana ha. Including mene wo ane a friend say Vincent. Na che say dada na ye no. Enye afin ye be ye foforo be ye kama be boy nyina only to hear say ade na ye kwa akoye no friend say wo a wa nyina na say wo obi na obi the number bi na ye ma oni ade aye say wo update no updating so ye nyina ye what I say the phone so do time bi kra no WhatsApp no kra it me ba say update no na we ma say
oh yes eba
what I say ene ma ne bebre ye ma information say update ebi okwa na person o change code bi ebi o na person o change bibi no wakwa akoye na ye kama it is some George wonya intro no say wo ye minister o ye minister enti wonya sa de no na on ka no kra no fa nche Ghana fo ni nyina no ye ntimi nye bibi a e be support say nyina ye pani ye e ba ye na ko ka say ye nyina ye nim na ye de ko twitwa ye no afidie na ye de twa ye no na afidie ni nya papa to obi amfa na nim nkosi so ni ntwa fofora acceptable anaba
security recruitment. President said ye DB count. President no 10,000.
Oh, president has work and me there. Between us akeke. Who's medical kasema no menyini ni o.
President order ne interior minister, or order defense minister.
Ayekwa, mameka somucho. Ghana, your budget na ye de ba this year. Ato force be kan no.
Yes.
Recruitment no na ye for 10,000.
No for say
10,000. 10,000 no.
This year.
No
5,000 and okay.
The recruitment 10,000. 4,000 ekoma military.
Yes.
And 6,000 no ekoma a friend say
interior ministry no police prisons fire service immigration
yes 10,000 the 10,000 no and a year market for this year which means they say 4 years no 40,000 and the president cast 40,000 maybe ya na margin mo ya make sene kakra e say 5,000 no another 6,000 na ye ma a friend say
interior ministry
no. And I see him for 5,000 and come home money 10,000 into the figure 40,000 no for the 4 years no and go 40,000 bill it's going to be plus 5,000 what I say
maybe offer hold on chichimu
budget no budget ne ba say for the security services no?
Every year this year
10,000
almost funny part 10,000 military police prisons fire service immigration
and
yes
out of that no and one will say 4,000 for the military
Ghana Armed Forces
and 6,000 for
interior
but budget year for a friend saying interior for no 5,000 for this year as our budget no down into 5,000 people na here for woman and only the chomuka
no correct
it is a president the ma order see for 5,000 come then 10,000 what it means they say I will see a copy piece kafufobi outside that budget no near the between us 5,000 are you with me
intina abe say 10,000
5,000 has been catered for in the budget
yes
into the extra 5 no sikanu fi hefa and just a media budget
and
I be no media account
yes
what I say but in actual fact no one na year for recruitment no 5,000
yes
budgeted for it is at 5,000 or they about be count after the copy people musika ba
yes
and nothing the case say finances so they akoda ko to prosimu na ko ye ni say teacher for year yentu omuka boso me du na year problem beba wa hwe o matiasi town and also the assembly ba
that's all for me training for 6 months
o me ko training
for 6 months ni nuru no na mid-year budget no akwa ma o ma approve
that is it now you approve kura no say be yes can beba See, I approve scar for teachers. And I approve.
Yes.
Nurse for the air. Judicial service for the air. Answer you know. Answer you know. Unless of course Obe catch him say 14,000 teachers near Chumuka. Catch him.
Oh, but they be all
Yeah,
much.
pick it. Almost more yen Chumuka 14,000. That is what they are telling us. So be a figure for be a bit with the abba. What is it? It is a 14,000 yen Chumuka.
But me kai say the education minister address media no a couple of days ago catch say president order say they should make room.
Why?
The finance minister should make room among class.
That is why the problem is
backlog.
That is why the problem is.
And the nurses bear 7,000, teachers bear 7,000. A be kabu moi a kofa de deba. Yes,
that is where the problem is. Why should they take the president to order you to pay? Why?
It was not catered for by the budget.
For. Budget in a womb. And the budget was
someone I'm off a goom.
Please. You buy a no and could be good for you. I'm a 4 months. What is he complaining? What is some people are complaining? Some could and this is for the job woman you buy and never found. What is baby?
Debbie.
We are buying hard times, no, and you may who's all your buying. And that time I won't talk. That time I won't talk when you who's all your buying. Now you are buying and could I yet 1 man could I cushion there. One cousin what post to more. What post to know? I didn't come into Muso. I could only tell Safuzion. But no come into Muso. One high diamano. One money casca. One money she. I could try there 14 months untianica. Was the president order? What type of president? What type of money? Does it have to take the president? So be your order and send work with Yaka. Wabra wa woni mu budget woni mu nkofo a ya fa wo mu adwuma boga
mate ase
mo mi atwe ne ma bi yo
mate
because ne ma na ekọ no se nyina na ya ntwe ne ye ni anka se anya de wo se president no e na be ka cho wabra woni mu obi a wo ye minister finance minister no wo ye budget a wo na wo hyehyɛ because every ministry bia de ne de beba ne ehu ne si dan enanka wo fi se woni mu a enka ayi e fa se mutaka abise mutaka ayi Haruna and the Baba Kase, made a young Michama, finance minister. What's on him? What be make his reckless statement be what will for so I say. I name's own higher boss, when I be me a checkano, and now I will run that. Made a young Michama going to finance minister the chair. I what you so on the finance minister and by a back. Who are calling Wako catchers and I mean, call who you day. What would they make an say? It seems that nobody cares. We're just a president and I be my order. Some Kodano Muncho Muka. And now President Obama, I have ordered that they have to pay. I have ordered that they have to order what?
Mate,
responsibility on the part of
the people. Offer question.
And I'm a so I'm fans you so say. That problem here, recruitment omu dia bano. So they don't medical kayan. Omu na kofa be tu omoso. A self-inflicted. And you be na kwa kofa ba. Omu hands nemo mu kache nkodano. Nemo mu kache omu chita for no. And the problem naba. Age limit near the far security for no. A police in
more time.
Ghana. They da hono no.
They say.
18 to 25.
18 years to 25.
What is it? And yeah, the far security personnel no. Prisons, police,
immigration fire service
to 25. Yeah. Omo pa ye no politics inti. And akokwa mapo as a hwan. Your friend kokwa mapo. Ma ya wote parliament de bia no okwe.
Dafia Mako.
Ano. One Sam George. Ane enkofo yi bi omo titi wo ya bi. E kan say was wo mu tre age no.
But if I say yeah.
That be
35 years.
Oh, the quaka 35 years. What does it mean? It means I want the 10-year be a home.
Yes, so far.
I don't think I offer 500,000 registers no. Abba.
But if I no crew woman so say young man obey university be kwakwa any service. Any idea the ordinity be bomua benya a single room be a high no. Our betina mo betina say may settle down no makope bia or baby aba come ho say yire no. Over no keka be a you 40 years old.
No cancer. And there was a control coca 60. Go for problem.
Yeah.
I was at least I was a moment tenny. Your moment tenny, sir.
25 now.
I
can 35, that's 10 years back in the Guachino. Who cater for them?
Oh, not so more that.
The Ninja almost in your life, mom.
Will be obey. Oh, you have secret in I have fun for a reason. reason no say woko wanim nyina no e force work.
Yes, offer.
Woko wanim
but I know be already 35 years, 35-year-old man. Over me to me.
Ahoma wo.
Over me to me.
Ahoma no mo fro no bi da. Obeti ahwe. Eti omo no o se omo ye.
O man akofa problem abeto omo
so. No problem na ba because anti sanka sa 10 years no. Na o de be count ko obi o ko akofa form no. No hwe age no na ye to 25.
25.
Oh yeah 26 Oma. But na 26 ba 27, 28, 29, 30.
31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
10 years before now, it's 500,000 people are yearly 1%, which is 5,000. I don't know how expected. And I think that is where the problem.
Vincent, honorable Kwesiche, me of a Kwesiche, say, Mwana Makofasa problem we, Ediaba, more Vincent as Serbedia Kone, and this Muna Makako Faba.
Of father, so I wouldn't say intellectual dishonesty. And opposite or exhibit or platform.
I didn't ya
because a normal baby or kaya.
Vincent Pacho Brani say
Kaka, normal baby or kaya. Minim say, Waba by Mupe. With such an experience, I don't expect him to be saying, I mean, to say also gas answer.
I didn't ya. Dear no kind.
First one now, President. Then they about Unisika because of budget. I read the budget in Hong Kong about. Wow, the way government 5,000.
Yes,
fun addition.
Yes, he confess he can when here or the bet your mocha. Yes, yes.
As we speak
and
now.
Masa Vincent Obusaso Odibusao. It's of a Maningiano.
In Ghana here, we have two sources of funds. And we have the consolidated fund and the contingent fund. So the government can go to parliament to make such amendment for them to use the contingent fund to run the country.
That is not true.
Of Ampacho Meba. Noting it down. Debbie, noting it down.
Give me the platform.
Debbie Vincent Twasona no Abiano. I just say, yes,
baby, I hear Connie, baby, I hear ban. What about any movie pay? When there is shock, fire, outbreak, and all those things, the government have the right to move to contingent fund to take money to come in. So,
okay.
And granted, even if you saw, any amount of cost, the cost of budget, Muzamba 5 interchange or Asante region, Baku Kramutimi. And mono, and then I'm a cotton. Even said government will cast over 10,000 went to Nyanya. You don't have any moral right to even talk about this. Because Moody said budget Musamobama 5 interchange war, Asante region, Baku boy, Mienu boy, Miensa boy, and 9 boy, and Noom boy. And it's even I move from mobile. Me person me ma no fatias, yes. Even the time now they have the men crown, they couldn't perform. They say I'm the men, no, yet the Ghana and more mom the abaya day. Oh, he thinks that Ghana for Bessa, yes, I mistake in Ibium say, almost say, call much Ibiumana. Any day at of Rakwa, me did a Ghana for Mutia meaning in any baby, ditch near Mra, or Mudia Kogumu. So they will not reverse for another 4th year or 5th year again. Eti of Amunian Tobasi at Abraka. Because baby, I'm Mukoyente said you correct in say you did 1 year, 3 months. And you know, money home to Mubokra. Then crowd the men. That one side the news that they were saying in opposition, we have the men, we have the men. And now we need men now more small boys. Now man train you almost said the NDC. Yeah, ba first regime, Okuja Toma Braka, Omuno ya young boys say train you more, and they do mobile, they are performing well. More men no kono mama I nkrano under training here.
Honorable Asensonom, young men,
omunya training bia,
omunya appointment.
And pennyfua, mutimi do the party who are winning to the maho. Most party when yes, and Famamo. If men not say, they all move away from the party. Alan Tramatin and co. Now men in our court. Say, have small boys, some proper training, no move away. So these people, my platform, I'm a catch you say, for now, when they get even the platform, they should always apologize to Ghanaians. Say you buy ya bedi o minor bro, ti yasramu fa ya born in chaye. But when it comes to matters of the economy, I fa o manu no ma ho de omumamu bi. Because another be America, the your friends economists buy ya want me ambe communicator buy ya wa be. Asanyum ya tunu say alaje yenye udeni. Mahama yenye udeni. Mudi PhD in economics. Ama ye 17 cities. And na ye the communicator aba. Ti say kwasi chei.
E dey 17 cities.
Ay dollar.
Then a dollar yes.
So that say what they call 17 cities.
Dollar was 14.
Oh.
Come on, one and this is there.
Even granted.
Bank of Ghana rate there. Bank of Ghana rate there. Mo free akonya so no. Na 14.78 something.
Would you
grant 15 cities?
Would you 14 na 10?
Mate.
Me 14 na 10.
Mate.
Nanka Ghana. Boamu say economists there. When it comes to economy, he have the master brain.
Yeah.
It is economists are background no am 14. Ne yet radio so near the communicator aba. Na communicator aba ma 10 point something. What's that say the IBM now be kind platform you should be. Yeah, I'm worker. It's your best remo. They should spare our ears. So, my action quite did. No one causes a party in French. Now, fair no, man to that with time, no 20 years time. They be an Ghana for one mobile. Say, 20 years time. They be an Ghana for one mobile. Because I'm like, no, omu boys, you know. I feel I had the MEA.
20 years, there's an answer. So, no, Maya.
So we are say me wa fa che ne the wa fa for no so be take over because one so grumi ne wa fa for so so mra and as one so politically obi an wo ye politics a won grumi nipa
oh yeah
it bi a one so said the lancha meti anya bi a ye de ne ko se gatamu no oh the way sit eti baby a ya duru no baby a ye nam ne baby a ye ko no when you talk about budget ne won kro no ba dia ye de coffee for ho dia. And Asante region here, you can't even boast of any monumental project Asante for and Asante here was Asante region. You bet me the near Kohu, Akase way mobile, my way. Yet here, the major road in Asante region, you need one more power back with your swami interchange. Baku Kramuko home and to me, the envy. And Namakotna say, Nagana for say, Momodi Monswani. We have the men, on a kasa keke. It's even quite today. Namu fansuan woman. Namu sanfanya day, Emra. 20 years to come. Cause 18, 12 years. You don't be diagrot said, you know, a friend say, small team no one say young boys team no. Omunim penifo
academy for.
What I say, stop on academy for.
Mate.
You don't be diagro
Mate. Young queen,
and the normal air cost I think said they are really doing well.
Martin Vincent. The Vincent Asaribedia, a former NDC parliamentary candidate, Finso South, a Ashanti Regional Deputy Organizer, hopeful. Over. Yeah, with your 5 minutes now, young queen.
Omukasakwa. Open. We are intellectually dishonest people. Oma be this one son about. And this not so sitting president. Ever say or mine am I a pamono. And I was never. Or by Obeka before.
Or Masabe Pamo. And
I make and you no.
It's a woman of Pamo, almost so my Pamo.
The American say. Cassa your work as a mumiano. Or Betnas and what is what Miano. And no man did.
Yes.
You had the opportunity to talk.
Yeah.
What's that watching?
Yeah.
I don't know. Be challenged now. Young people for me a woman.
Debbie.
What type of loose talk? No.
Debbie of
Omumia man was saying. Omumia man was saying. So you're wine. Ain't no be me no. Yabaka. The first sitting president of Organ High Pamono. I had your mama. Or man or best say no knitting your Pamono. If that is per the argument, I'll be can. And I'm an Indian argument say or no name Quafobi and Atutun Qualabi and other young ones be no mobile. Omutina ye. I just say, woman, your opportunity now for 27 years. Omo mi ampenyi for omo wu. Na ko be ti so kuja Tony we no betimi anya post. who feels as I tell no, I friend say, who the Ayanom near the Adewa, or could I talk about post? PNDC and the oh, please.
Allow you the Ayati,
and I make a mistake.
Allow you the Ayati.
Make us a satamano. I can once a man. And I know who the Anum Tiasino. What is all good to be in your post? Then you know, say, oh, money, see me. The patrol team, I bet to my then you know, say, PNDC no, a year Rollins no. On your coin, the Aconiano and fear Drubacon. I want any crop for none a year Juma. Or saying your fear what she, a cow manico and fear don't come. And in Penifona no more party no more. Oh, when you your position, they did. Oh, when you know your Jumani be ye. What I say?
Almost longer in
government. And you know some Penifona Fimu, not can call away down what prefer for no munya position. Man, you watching say, oh, muya, BBR, my say, or Mudia, youth. MPP on the other side, you know, MPP try opposition 30 years old, if you can't know. Every time we bet to progress, Professor Buzia Freeze, I take 30 years. 30 years, no, President Kofo Bafa 2000, no.
Also, 2008.
Also, was a Sir Ellis and a Bio Hackman, no, our ho. A friend is saying, Satam, no, almost our wow, Mobile Juma.
Yeah.
It's woman was a Satam, Omuya Jumano.
But need your money.
Oh, I make us a woman. Matthias, now I say no Musa. They make can say. Those times, you know, there were people I know almost penny for us at the time.
Yeah.
Some people for and 27 years in office. Many Nisi and Quebec or say some penny phoning in Abada Swawa, Ombeya Jumasa. Time, the patriotic Matthias. But you know, young Chassia from that angle. Matthias. And there be Biako, Maham will know be obey you soon. I know be obey you soon. You say, go back to the Fano Ama Post. Company for Nasa. And now I know what
Anita the so.
Anita the so. Population census was quite a man 5,000. No, Neka. Also quite a man 5,000 cities, 500 cities in the summer. But penny for say and penny for to san a comrade. I do agree. Yes, party also grooming our young men. No, Senior President Mahama in a friend say 1992, deba 96. One obey deputy communication minister. I didn't know when or the Ababe president. Exactly. He was groomed from baby. Groomed, and I make us now almost almost is so almost so almost groomed. Yes. Most of them grooming a crop of young men. Yes. And he shouldn't be saying that. On only arguments in America say a fraud. It doesn't work. Still, you have the men. The people are there to work. Now they are buying some phone. What was what buying yes and Oklahoma teacher for Chumuka. They are not being paid. What better won't come more. No, I say I know what has them paid deputy the bay. Won't call for nothing for Oklahoma. We get Chumuka. Oko for your two music as well by 25. Your people. Matthew for Yanko name. Naja say. Yanko name. Yanko name. And some bien who Yanko be pay you. And some bien ho. Oh maybe you. Now the power mobi.
Tamu kebiche Mampeni Mahama.
Azadla na make catch no me person me draw attention.
Momo kebiche President Mahama. So maybe
yes.
He's done.
And I make catch say. And I make catch say. Anya wono and I want anyone in some.
Yes, and yeah.
To me no Ghana some. And if I to tell you, be said, and 20 years, and I want 1 year. One can say 2028 year, follow amount. Why you are? Oh, my year was system room. Now, their father can't ever go see Coco for no. Who was the abroad 25 in a minshell? Won't go to Abama. Over to Kakanka. Matter baby in Trana, Omun Shasunya Jumano, said the Mukas by 24 hours, Yahukas all day bay. One Casa crown, where you knew. So, dear, by him, Abana, 24 hours when I say, Yakwako Yewi. Okay. That is what we are expecting.
The Uncle Kwesiche was a former director of communications for NPP. Asantamantama Senior 10 and Canon. Yentwaso, Yanquenim, enough of a friend's security recruitment. And it did President Mahama Vincent, President said Ojitum, sending Crawford in DC for no Galam Senibi, and a maneko a day. Obviously, the president has been honest.
Yes. And it's factual. And no father, so I will him say, baby, our coffee fire, and what the Minko will be.
Young Queen, Niamra Galam say, Corno.
I said, okay, some bomb whom young Kenyan say, baby, I'm on me.
Vincent, young Queen,
I'm a money dear.
I'm a bomb,
young Queen, Nim,
They should learn from. They should learn from President Mahama.
Galamsey, President Mahama say, onim se ahemfo ye bi, onim se ne party fo ye bi, onim se political parties ni nyina do mo agim. Na de okan ya me eyi se o say, we say Nemos akọ krobiso, se ade esey ye ba ne aba be ni yi. O say kromo wo hene asori. Kromo assemblyman asori. Krum home ranti ni maba wa sorry so mo makwan ma Nemos soldiers no e me correct ade na ebeku omo amoma to ahye soldierfo no so o se bebi a Ghana ya ba bedro no enti se yan ka ne yan som ne nyina yan tusa menes na se ne ye tokoso aye ne se ya bebi a ye bedro ne bia ye nyina no ye mpe officer president aye honest and a candid to a situation na ene ye wo mu no on Galamsey.
Yeah, so what did you say, President Mahama?
Okay, I cried about for a cuckoo. Baby a cuckoo, ya babe drew, say Galamsey in our count, and ya babe drew. Maybe I drew a cuckoo.
Or your president, I'll buy. I think say unemployment was around 50-something%, and currently he has reduced by 1% to be a day every so.
Not 13 point. Was it 13? Was it 15?
Yeah.
And it is here Swatiaba. Is it 12 point something?
It's around 13 something.
It's about okay.
1% difference or so.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to fight a certain canker, also who baby are free eba. And into end this year by Sawasha. Yeah. And there was
for somewhere infonia die screen is what the state of some rivers.
River Beni.
Production team na mo amena yehu ensukro a
because I know say I think say issue for now is better.
Okay. Okay.
It's the issue identify us for us.
Okay. Okay,
Mati. That is why Antina yin na ya ba say be bobo
yes.
It's not the president John Dramani Mahama why honest to us. And I like the posture now or the buy because Madam Fubako tamana me tebaras no. He told me one thing or Kasim Beach Remy. Or to so person kwache kromfo na say well unim say baako and sahana. When you go, don't single the person out because when you single the person out, o kwa menko yi baako mfiri mu. Ana menko yi bi mfiri mu. O kwa mu nyina mo ya kromfo. De onye kromfo no obekwa akoka ne nua obeka ko mu nyina abekwa akoseke for one particular thing na say na be ya ubehunu ade no won the way am si kire won
yeah
say bi aye nipa nan e na ade bi ayira ba mo nim say baako nsa ha no mo suspect say bi a baako no e na afa it bi am o no so straight
me ba cho Vincent na obusa say open su krom ba cho me producers ni say river and cobra and ye hu ni state say no
okay
enti we baby a wo kire say baby wo hono ma insuo na ni ye no un say this point afi na the efi no ebe join so hu ebe join ponum so hu enti this is it enti so hu aha na hu ni ye so hu yes
I think say the American I don't think we coach kromfo na all the word we see back so you end up missing the game the president no what you nyina waka nyina ya furu no it means it just say wa wo mu bibia
the more politicians na more saying you know sana president waka me hu mu nyina
because ye nyina ye ka ho bi na say wa wonim say na anu ya no
ade no so dey
say
Vincent Meboa
asem okay obvious you can't come and be on your radio because no kra na ama untumi gina court say ana anye no
yes
enti aba bi atwam ama ne nkrofo aye bi yenso yaba a president ama ya we say ahemfo ne nkrofo bi a wono kana na adwene mu ne nsusu ya opese woko edi brasie no saa ahemfo ne nkrofo bi ye de kotia no wo saa de no eno saa no saa asem bi say eba emu odu enti eba saa na the media should also help the president and then we also go alongside to find out ahemfo omo so share kira omo ye saa na omo nyina na omo ne be say ya de bia meka o it's not only the president ye technocrat no so ka ho bi because sometimes normal bi wo wa omo kura timi hihye ba abra unim ho hwe
omo hihye de be hye mo
omo be hye no de asɛ okon asɛm no ba and I want say Ghana de ma asɛm no ye de ne say asɛm bia ba ye be ye ne politics Nti se ope bone dia unya diwie ye na ano akɔhye amanyokuo ba akwachi.
Yeah, okojina MPP
na NBC. Because where does why are the bone na nko be condemn no because of so person we any power nti.
You ba be gina we.
Ba be gina ho. Na ye kan wo dia mayam miem frama no ntum ana miem to. Bo hu nsama bi mbeka. But when the table turns, it will be a different ball game altogether. Nti me de bia meka me galam say opa akɔhwɛ me videos e wo mo sister stations baako. Tama ye wo opposition. I spoke against it. Nti ne yaba power no me nkaka se galam say ya de papa. Why is a essay yensu? We know said that our places are waiting my galam say ensensu. But when it comes to the water bodies, eba nsuo de ho a me, I will not come here and say ya the papa.
I'm say ho na ofesika phantom.
What I say na sika phantom ni nyina no Ghana akɔwie say. Even Ashanti gold no kra na ye fasika mu face ye no. E di ade na etimi a transform wo kro na ye ka ho asem. And now we mining site kra e kro no kra no kɔ an ye bia te say. Opon sika ye fa nyina no ye de ye den.
And then they come and so a Sanko good. Na man so
I think some fa manso baby. Because ye wo na wo ba kuro no na se wo duru wo na se e mabunu ni party kuro no na wa ma wo kuro say ya. Na sometimes all of them you blame it to the government. It just a one kasa no so no. Sabi no also mutu me sole. Because me de bia me kasa we nti na de bia me na we afa kenta wonya ne baby come bo na ba so. The chrome of so send let us bear the nana ye kɔne nkyɛn ne ni di nkɔmɔ amanfo de ba o se sika ne de minya na menya wiase bibia na at least me nana minya ka credit minya intimi me say asase no na masi mansion ne ho nkro no ba na intimi maba o so be den. It's true. Intina ma offense de bia kan ye fa church ye friend mo ani nkɔ. Yeah. Tie na nanom o mo dwene to wodaache. Tise mabunu mu nsuma ba me de bia me kase omo ba be say no ma ne ho no omo yusu ye ya wo ho na ye sa no ma no ntise wo tena wo na ya brante wo ya beba wo ye obi ana mo pene ma sa no ma na wo ka se koto kuro mo se de na no me hwe omo social media wan hwe ya wo si wo sa wo ko stop ya kuro no nkrofo na be sa abo and such a situation they na obetimi aye because they have the numbers. Yeah. And me can wo video so ne se krobia ya na adwene se o magalam se nkoso a there's no government. There's no government who can push over man. What to me? It just say yenya ye hwe ya setena mu de ne ye bedi de o kina ye bedi nko ade a ene ye be jojo say ah. Oh yeah. And it could be seminamu a position. They may come and rubbish what you are saying. They may, but it will go yeah. We will come here and talk about the same thing.
Yeah, it's true.
And you know where we are heading towards now is better. So community na ya mine ne ho kro no ahemfo ne nkrofo mu wo krom so mfo mu nyim mmoa. Na ohene mpon no amu ensuo de na sam ne ye kan yo. Ensuo de ne ye kan.
Wo de say asase pete so a mo betima ye de
na even kra no some of them last me sakwa ye wo bosomo frɛ ho me fa yi wo no adanse ho no ba bi na ewura mu.
Okay.
Some of them we can do acclamation as then na ma land no class are more better.
It's true.
But yes too I don't know. You are making money without thinking about the next generation. So what I say, you are making money without thinking about next generation.
Akata manano so ma sa
say you should be
ebitime dua me ebitime dua
it is sika na nka wo de wo sia ma wo sika no enka wanya mu bi no fa mu bi sa ye sa no ma no ma ye ho nya de ntoye. And when it comes to garam say issue there meaning some of us once we are opposition we condemn it, we are in power we will still condemn it. Ti de ya kan nyina na say baby aduru no I was say yen so aye wo society no mu no assembly man for ne mpanyimfo mu wo mu na they are intimidating the namos ne water guide for ne ho kro no ban. It's not fine. You may think say who pesikana be sit down wo Kumasi but who sit down wo Kumasi we are one day you surely go there.
You go back.
You surely go there. Because untimi nya okro mu ntum be fa kuro bia.
There be.
Nti ye be sere So nobody is saying, say, because of employment issue, we agree, say, you should do it. But do it in such a way, say, it will not have effect in our river bodies. Na yansu a ye womu na kro no ye dia no se kro no ene de bia me kan ofinsu kro se na wusim na ye wadwen se okoye mania e kro no nyina na beba be sori agira wo so wo de wo se wo na wo land ministry give license me hwe
na so ye hwan director
what I say give license me hwe give license me hwe
le kai se na na mampo hene ti ase nana mampon hene ti ase mampon kunim kata bi bai mo de omo se wo ye be ma si ho no mo se oba be ye prospect
ye wa hemfu bi a o matimi de omo na si fom
offenso man hene nana mampon man hene no
ye ha hemfu be bra o kro ma bi wo o matimi de omo na si fom
it's true
eti ade na de aka no so ye ntimi moa enya ni nyina na wo nsuo ho eti de wo nsuo ho kakra no nti moma ye nsuo no kra ye dodo sei
mo ye nsuo na ye sei
na ye sei
akakra na ye wo no ye sei ni sa all in the name say
ade a some of us no ye anya ni pasu na ye dwene sika ho a sika na beduru ba bi no usa di sika na ba sa hwe ho yale ba sa di sika na sa hwe ho yale mentina me in politics I've learned a lot especially when your platform no now you want say o de be ball man no de be ya you end up who coffee out be kwa diabetes no hypertension where ya o de be wu
de nyina be in root
catch no nyankopon no the law of karma is rare dia bi a wo ye bia no nya human sentiment no na fire bibia wo ye dey o de
human face dwene nipa ho
what I say eti mu ye we nyi na de ya na mo say ya na say me call site wo no baby for free baby na abo mo say ye kuro no mo
bo say nipa no kasa na oka no oka se french bi o fi togo ti no Burkina fo bi
ba kwa ye wuti wa mo bi free Burkina be say u kuro
eti wo hwe
now we are what's akoye me de bia me kan president de nanado okoye ene wo dwi na homi o ene nsuo na wo no te wona wo di ya yi no ene wono bi o ene president mama obekọ nsuo nko atwe kura na wono de obenya bia ye de
oh yes
na me ne we anti community no yanso yentimi sori nyina ye naso
that's true
iti baby aduru no ya say den no ja yanso yetimi mrantie no kukuru ni ja ya kika no so bejai enti ye kukuru no eye mrantie a ewo kuro no mu a sa no ma na ekoso assembly manfo ne ahemfo mu wo no sede mu ada ahemfo na tumi aya ama na yeye no munso betimi aya ama na yeye
it's true
mun fancy say ye pan so mo those who are doing it call them they will come me that time now was saying say ehun hia say ye de na amos ana den na beba we should have the friends say ahemfo community na community no any MDC ni MC your more community no say mo amotena o makro no say dia wala it doesn't take somebody to come from Accra to say to obi nya de no abrayen so ye ni tuamu ye hunu de ekoso ye hu
abajo so ye that ye screen so sisi almost say river yensu the way you screen is so see a river ayensu
so on the city no but I think say president by you bebre wa you improving kakra it's not the best and yet no you share Ghana football but we know say once I communicate me ya make say in Ghana here there is one thing we have to champion attitude na ye di e boy e brand because mentality ni nye attitude ni nye eti ade bia ye bia na obi ya aban adwuma I don't see the reason why ye run aban adwuma yes ya boka me den time na me wo private institution na me wo charge institution ade ba kwa na me can say I'm not afraid of any government competition because minim kwa me be fa so me beat wo mo because even if I motivate my workers small they will give me more output than omu but obi ti wo nipa ba akofo no nko be fom ni nyina na ma obi afili relax until once aban adwuma na agu so the city into ya dwene your mentality no your attitude no na ade age gon
Mate Vincent.
O quiet so mu de ne professional. E de ne force wo mu ye hye wo mu ba mu de no mu ko training.
Omu de.
Ma wonia.
Mate.
Yense say suban ne the way you see dwene no nya sa. Enam chinifo nchirima ne de o mbese kwa o mko. Yeah okay.
Yeah okay.
So de sit here ntim me anwi nchirima no ho na yemfa nyansa ne nimdie a yetimi di ya ensensuo no ne yemfa nyese ne be ya ebeboa e
did the Vincent Asarbedi ako we dey were discussing no like as many over Galamsey president I honest or say more politicians no more na mo hyehyehade nim or say onim say the party for ye bi NPP for ye bi ahemfo ye bi ye do a pointer even soldier for no kra bana ye be protect ade na ebe kum no na kuruma ni nyina sore ye to ahye soldier for
okasa keke
hey over president ka say
okasa keke hypocrisy na ye wo mu busa Vincent since when ohun sa de we
enzema waka
ne since when ohun ye and that do better now better konya no so de we should all come together and only one they come together kona ko stop ade no na munya dede no we want the problem solved and ya kasa and anamos na one na ade nkofo ne ko and wa so a free time we buy your press conference no and am I say there were 4 million people involved in Galamsey it is say e ba se wo mu pam wo mu a e de no mu kodie wo na be ka che wo na so Galamsey ne so oba ye no kokko no danchen ho ne interest no wo gold ne so iti mahama onu na ye nebula of Galamsey he enables them because omo ho ne to free na wo ba onipa kokotu ade ne ba na oton na abeto a ada no obetimi aka jense onyai wonu wa hye ne kutupa so onya ade no mo ma ye tase se ade a se Ghana ye pese stop Galamsey no a ye betimi afa soldier for a wo mu ye Ghana for na sa soldier for no ya mo ahoden a ye mo ahoden a within 2-3 weeks Galamsey will be a thing of the past sana mo ka che and mo ba ye soldier for nyina wo musem post wo musem won ni mos wo musem na mos no mo kwa den de no betimi aye ene abuaka osimu a wo be ka che se yesu na ahemfo na ahemfo me ode o me ode ya ma tu me say adwuma na wo se na ahemfo ni o
but of all see a drew point
you no point bia me pa cho
ye de politics chain na ye hunu say o man ni de ya ba bedro ni ade na ebe kuyan
me pa cho ti ade na ebe kuyan ka kuyan
tie nto aso
me ba Ani ka sa mo. Baba je no tie mi ka. Se wa se o de mi ya no. Over se.
Over.
Ka sa no tie mi.
Mate over.
Ka sa ebe kuyan ka kuye. Atete wenum. Adamo ni fo yi. Wo mo ne nkofo ani yesu jagum.
But if I say you do me I do you, maybe I do no.
Ete was a man record no da ho.
E do set records in the street.
After the do point bi ne nyina ye tia se e do point na ne ye hu se edu. Omo penti picture bi se MPP for no e na ye Galamsey it is MPP for ye two omo free so Galamsey no will be a thing of the past. They told us say in 3 weeks and I say in a month no I was here to me you Galamsey free some judge ne mpanyi for ni na ma ye tia say Galamsey ne de e MPP for no e na ye it MPP for no e na was here hold omo responsible mamema slide ba ko na hwe 20th of April 2021 10 years Sam George na ka say one ne NDC for no e no mu ka say I say me can last one last paragraph me they send you me obet me dey am
okay
I say let's call a spade that money ye ka say ye nyua ye me bom ye ntwese ye betimi ya ko ti ade no na kwaku boan one ne nkofo obenum na mu nam Galamsey site ka say mun ko na mun koye mahama ba obi an koye wo videos no ho et wo mu kasa
Dr. Tony Oben
ne kwaku boan
ne wo ka so ne kwaku boan video bi ko viral pa
et ya no na wo mu nim se satam na ye nananom na wo se wo mu beboa hypocrisy na make no ebi no tie Sam George was let us call a spade tie ye look the people who are the kingpins of illegal small scale mining in Ghana today are the people associated with the people sitting in the flat top house. What do you say?
Okano da bay.
Okano 21st. Okano on the 20th of April 2021.
20th of April 2021. Okay.
I say, let's call a spade a spade.
I was here in
Look, the people who are campaigns of illegal small scale mining.
Or more dig galamse muntinti my pa.
In Ghana today.
And Ghana
are people associated with the people sitting in the Flagstaff House.
Or money a omo mpedinfoneti mampeni atna ye ne ekoba. Yes.
People sitting in the ministries in Ghana.
Omo moti abaya so
people sitting in MPP national and regional offices.
MPP,
they are the ones behind the galamsey. And per this script, ufa uyi free ho. Na baby a MPP saying now the NDC in the constitution wa. And I want to know Flagstaff House. I don't know.
But for ninguém president.
Oh, me ba president neso. Janu mame. Oh mame, how many minutes? Na me find me
president. Mama 15 minutes any Vincent Nyano. Is it where you should be 6 minutes?
So we those who are sitting in the Flagstaff House. Not as a Mahama no muti wono and and that also mean those who are sitting in the party offices now. And the NDC party offices for. And then Ubekate say, woman a tight galamsey netia. Not as a Mahama and Kofu ya and a church. Kisa Muhammad and Kopo in a techra. A better than what me asked for the Namana ye. Better than what me asked for the way say Amana a ye. What's stop and stop because one casa and a general woman yes, I do mediano. A fair toss will be ono. Peter be almost 20 years the bar bonting, say a MPP for na yeno. Another MPP for na galam say no. A good tembia. Never was me come Ghana for United as they say. Woman mum and a best say adeno. And it's one of us I know. And on we be says MPP for. But the idea send Dominic. But at 2013, Mahama gives up on Galamsey. Mahama Nana Tisu. He gives up on Galamsey.
Date bay.
I date in a year. Yeah, I'm on 16th October 2024. Date near 16th October 2024. And I saw in the buy. But we'll give
16th October 2024.
2024. Now the only year 2013. Ubetimi akogogo sisi ya ubetimi ahwe Mahama gives up on Galamsey fight. That is 2013.
Okay.
2013 now obeba 2016 9 September 2016 Galamsey threatens cocoa sector. The deputy minister of water resources works and housing Samson Ahi and a casa Galamsey no eted. Galamsey worsened in 2010. Time of President Mills Ekojina
yeah,
sadness.
Yeah.
Galamsey plunges Ghana into water crisis.
Yeah.
And also 19th February 2016.
2016, yeah.
What I say? Minister gives up on fight against Galamsey. Ayariga, 15 September 2016. 35 illegal miners collapsed in Galamsey pit. 28 September 2015. Ade American in our say. And ya dia sa Galamsey asem no eye MPP fo bi na kofa bibi baye. Satama MPP baye no na agin sam. Anu tina His Excellency the President na Nana Akufo-Addo ka say or the presidency ne beto so. Ba enkofo we e penti picture bi say ono e na akofa ba o ba beko. What they make an say. Anu tina ne ekon no aye duama wo mu. They cannot fight it. Et say wo mu ankasa what Ghana water bodies polluted. So Ghana Resource Commission,
Water Resources Commission,
yes,
13
September
2017.
Yes,
about 60% of Ghana's water bodies are polluted, with many in critical condition.
Yes.
And the Water Resources Commission
what I say
has said. Yes.
And this is for Kroya, my yaw one na busu afo ne and this for no and best say sense you know. But omo be paint picture we say MPP na diaba. MPP na ba be say no. It me point American na no say. Say le what ba say o person e fight here. Me play God. Don't pretend to be say and I was here in kabum and I was here ya bia na be ko kabum akoyen. Na mo so no wana ko fa ba nyam na ko fa ba ye. Yeah, the gallant stop we buy. Mo si gallant stop no anya adwuma. Mama be ka say or the AI and be fight gallant say. But this is all you aware of that.
Yeah.
It's AI na way. Or be transfer 1 year 3 months ni. O ka was me buy yanche. Na buy yanche na o ba be bompe. First day now you start market. And the days are less than 1,000 days. Eti memo bia me kan che say e ba ye nche. O ba ye che, what you pay? O ba ye no obesi ko Korea yi. Okọ Korea no enka da o de som ne ho. Eti ye count from the day a wo be store afnanum eso aye no ne de kan. Eti wo ba na sensuo no atake all this months. Na nsuo na say ya. Me excuse. Say me crop ne to crop ne ye nti ye nya den. Unkofo ne ye nti ye ne den. Stop them. Udi no. And now we are always or Kasa was say, also commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, which is rightly so. Now, commander in chief, no one's will not say, to say, now because and then crop only become it's any day. It was it chain and stop woman as a quasi-chain and quite. Stop the people. Yeah, Jumano. Opa Yenaka this time after 1 year, 3 months, no, I can't be my resource. I'm young with them, Cofona, because say, when we are galant say, now you're Pam woman. And I about do say, and yeah, a man I fair. And then soon I know Musia ye dirty no, or me dear ateche. Ateche, and people walk across and on your bisa. And then I don't ateche, and now ye be the chain. It's moral justification, call Mude Casan and say. I do tell me to me Casa MPP for any moral justification to talk. But they had moral justification to talk in 2017. You had the moral justification to talk. And then there will be any moral justification. Because I say, shut up. When you know who, he gives up. News item, but 2013, giving up the fight against Galamsey. They did. They were there talking. That was October 2016. And we give you up, say, baby, I didn't do that. Yet me fight you. Listen, another about
it. Say,
I dear Mahama Bayan is over stop woman. No.
Ye drew no.
One a stop. No.
Yina.
Timiyashi, Udia Bayan's of Becassa. Udia Bayan's of Becassa, Libya Boga. You cannot do Foko. Yina Yede. Deben Yina Bayer.
Over insurance say coming no
me. About presidents and Ubay day. Oh, say, okay, Boga, then I bay.
Yes, dear Bayan say, ye be Coswania church.
Sanani a Coswa, ye Casa, almost say, a wound here. Nanado Danko Kufado na ye. To the same class say, o bit me Tina Bontini and this poebi, et me Tina Bontin send you fear or to Galam say. O to me Tina Bontin kind. O nim said no cranson waka. Would ya dare your politics, ah, at your babaji to me, after their costop was saying I am come near ye. So we the visa was say, how can we was a better near to many woman Galam say yes, a cabum see a fighting. Univoice no, me for more. Yes, I know Kai.
Yeah.
What's it bad day? Obi oye galam say there. Wabekate say yani ni mumwa. Yani ni boom say. Obi oye criminal. How can we join criminals to fight a? Ene enso na say. Galam say ne koso. Wabeji atum say onko for na eye. Onko for na eye. Na wan kasa so wabekate say yemra me boom ni yenka. Na ayi ebe say to so tia na was ye kabom na nananum ni hwe a wo mu ye boa. Go and stop them. Wakwati Namos for corner say. And go for Obuoma. One call for Nabuomo.
Of an Ebasa, Ubisa, in you.
And I may say Western region, Omo Casa, Omo MP.
Mekai was it Collins Dowda constituency?
Yes. Omo MP.
I like Collins Dowda constituency. They serious.
And what Western region, Omo Chairman Baku, one of the Cosso Namos, Numus, Omo, a country, and Omo Cosato. Omo po omo minimu so da fo minimu se e wo se ye be ka che na san Roma kwasai
but of any na president Kajiatum say Wajiatum said the party for ni bi wo mu
go and stop
NPP for wo mu
NPP for nim obi o ya NPP bia mo nche no obi o ya NPP bia mo nkoche no because already mama ya tia say NPP for na omo ye galamse enti ni ye tu wo mu a ye pam wo mu free so a galamse no be the thing of the past and then ye tu NPP free so. Inti eda na abeka tem say MPP for ni baby a MPP for wo mu amonchi wo mu wo mu ankoda no ana yesa ana wo ankasa so ni ti wo mu ni na wo mu ni nsa hwem o support sa de na wo mu ye no o support
na so support anka enko fanka president me kasa se mu nchire
kasa no beka because they say oni bibia ka bio
mate
wadi kan aka che say wo mu ankasa nkrofo no no ankasa aka che say 4 million people and wo mu didi free galamsey no
Okanda be
I tell me the press conference. I see there are 4 million people, over 4 million people engaged in the illegal mining. What I say, and you pam Muankasa munipa bi ne kobisa question.
Okay.
With the press conference,
Okay.
Boys
Okay.
no wana me boa.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Eti no so waka we ya. Na ade e catch on say, unya 60% of gold now purchasing from small scale miners. Let's what catch say. Small scale mining unya be say 2 billion. 60% na saying. 60% na saying. There's a watching more of illegal mining for no gold no than even gold papa as small scale miners in the bar. It won't also so much no more.
Mate. Meda say Kwesi Che was a former director of communications for MPP Ewo Ashanti region. Vincent, Kwesi Che say Adeno e ye mo na makofa ba.
Sound say o kasa e nyina na menim say baby a ye headed towards no at least obe my solution.
I don't have to give you solution.
It is here na kire say ono ankasa mu na wote ha no. We naked. We need solution ene. Se Ghana for cry o madwen se NDC yentimi solve galamsey kra na omo ni solution omo de ba. Omo de ya say President Mahama kan. Enti sa na te de a onko solve. So it means ideas ni nyina asa. Well, this it means ideas na wo ni nyina. Enti the only thing me propose na me the two way. I propose a solution. And it say nananom ne community na wo timu na ade na ekoso na ha wo no. Adachi ebe ma wo be wo ni nchirima no ba ko nan ebe nwie no na eka bom ne ho nkro no ba no. Moa nso mutimi muso moa e masa na o ma nyina anya de to ntwa. Enti ye nua no MPP for de se na me nu kese ikura no. Granted say President Mahama say ebi kura na onye na galamsey nu nko enti omu bedi mamu nkro omu ni solution de maye. Enti they are not alternative for Ghana. So what I say because we be ankomo na ye koi. You say sometimes you be o me you say aka na manya me 40 years. Teche se mi nyini. Enu nti no there was some talks bi o wa me meka because the ntia me meka ne say me wo ma o mo so o mo ba ti sa ma no so no say daachi bi no o mu free that communities ni bia o mu so on be ye de enu nti bia bia ya duro no say NDC for kind MPP for kind is it how we should rule the country edinti sa na ye nyina ye nyenkwa na ye mpanyimfo na ye yaba no na da bia NDC for ka say MPP for ka say CPP for ka say ni ye ja hokọ na ye gusu ye de ye ya na nti I think say ye kwane sa de a ene ye emwa nti na me de I'll use your platform through challenge ama community asa na o ma nyina ekọ na nanom ahemfo mu community ni mu said they also have stake in their community kuro no eyomu dia asase no mu befa ne kwa asase no mu to free land owners ne ho asase no mu to free ahemfo no ho asase no mu to free kromafo no ho enuti wo mu so betimi aboa ama yetimi de ye kan nyina because me nyini se me mine ne me wona amfofo bi a omu yesa na o ma ne bi koto asase no
omu ye no illegally na say
every mu ye no illegally so what I say and they wanted to
omu ye no insuo mu na say o ye no asase pa so
and they meet me because me nko mu site so it will be difficult for me to say
Matias
but omu nko die no omu dia asase no omu koto free asase wura no omu okuro no so no
ta asase bia so wo
e wo wura eti we ya kan nyina no e kire say problem no se ye nyina ye adwene se ye beboa wa asase ne ye wo dia no beboa wa kuro ne ye wo dia na no beboa within a twinkle of an eye we can solve the problem because ye nuanom MPP for there se ye di o machi ni ye say akofo o mu playback ye kan ye media me mfa ne say granted say NDC for kan no nko no ba enti no some say ya o how we MPP NDC aba ya fa mu bi pen MPP aba ya fa mu bi pen na ye da so say betena asase betena studio one asa beto anansesam and Bahamas to go there without proper solution there ni enim ne ye ni ayenim ne ye ka and I don't even expect those talks no say ye ko ye nim no ye be kasa ansem we because it means say basa dia na ye pese ye ma o man no for us to gain power. Then it means we are power conscious without thinking about the people. Which I think, sir, it will be very painful to me when we politicians you begin to do this. Because per the command cost wa idea, MPP NDC ayana meboa. And they say ye kwahin, ye bahin. We should move from that.
Yeah.
And find a way.
Yeah.
Yes. Me debi am send hand me ba video so me ka. Me se wo ye timamuni na ba bi ba na wo adwuma ekoso na obi bi na the political color koto aba e ma sa ba ni fra ba mu na wo ye wadwen se wa ba ma wo atowa. Wan hwe ya wo be bo nsa no. Etimi de bia de me kan se baby a wo ankasa ema wo development ama wo to no fall there koho and I say we so beto about my party cry different but don't go and destroy your business
because of politics such MPP
you show him the kind of politics I do yeah movie or politics no adia nyame dia che gift me call me constituency like eno na ma manage because me ya na me hu se nipa ba me nchen na nipa ehia moana you are able to offer to them I feel happy.
Wow.
Me adia ma manage wo wiase pa ne se me tuwe pa na me nipa obi atimi ana me so am obi aka se me nya we na me so because tama me call election and crofo tama me hospital operations ni hania me ye no offense no. At least Mr. Save will be the person can say something good about me. Yes. This is what the things and achievement are. I will say we have to aim for. Yenya power ni we any penny na wua. Any penny na fra asase we so a. Na ye koya na ye buy.
It's true.
Eno TV abasre. Say whether NDC has done it or MPP in the point of equilibrium, economics, no, we have all met at the point of equilibrium. You've done it and you've done it. Yeah. So now what should we do? Yeah. Going forward,
Montie Vincent.
Let me Boamah ye go economy no, and now man ye nya yasumdue, and untimedia me passionate appeal I'm pleading to. I him for ye mine wo community assembly mine for ye wo ye tons asene mo mu ye no. We should also think about the bigger picture.
Montie say.
And no be boy amaye ye di ya amanyofo ne me ni akwasi chewe ya betra ha ye papa wa ne dia. Ye be so mu kutupa ama ubeduru ba bi no no tikuma se o dan kama ha o ni bi o ha enso kwa hwe na do ha ba o di obanum kra be di ama o
Montie the Vincent has already come over go say
dey ba ko ne say power conscious no eno na de ne tia nyema wo keka ye efa galamse ho na do tia ne wo de o koje power ni wie ya obi kan ho asema ase di ba ko ne ye power conscious nana wo de wo kasa na de ye den etian ko fa equilibrium bia ma equilibrium bia ni ewiase ha ba bia
of munya isi equilibrium no
tese onu no ade no wa ye age won fa so awie
ejozozo
age won fa so awie a wo koka ho asemsen me na ba betime fo already what catch MPP for kwa mu hia wo mafutu you told us point blank in parliament the parliament okra ye pa yen so nko na ye pa yen so nko anu abetina ka se kwazi je bra betime fo a me beti wo fo amu afa be ba beti wo fo ama wo wafa eti me no ni afutuo ya dia akonya na ma se twese ye nsuo na di beti that is what Ghanaians are expecting from you anu na Ghana for hwe wo ho nti betina aka se na o mu ni bibia o mu ka ye wo ye dwuma ye wo nema ye disisi ho Ghana for no tuso mu de ne se mu na mo ba be ye go mu ma ye ti ase se mu de mo ba 2 weeks 3 weeks krawa mo be solve problem no eti 3 weeks na ba anya 1 year 3 months na onye ya me a wode me bekam no ene de ye di solution by say di kind no you see geological services department wo mu na betik control over all the lands da bi bia sika kokko wo bia no minerals ne kan anya de omu na si gold bauxite ne diamond ne manganese na da de o yende you see minerals ni nyina no aye friend say geological services for no na be hwe no matimi map out but pia resources na kasa na eden ewo
egudie be o ma ye hunu aha gudie wi se no okay
na fe ye wi a make sure say licensing regime no ebe ye mre say the ebe ka say obi copy license take no 6 months 8 months no nya bi no ye be ma licensing regime no aba form na fe ye pay resources in the form of a bank for sa gold mining no and sa minerals bank say be ya umbetimi anya bosia no man ka say bank no mu no matimi dia to mu excavators na dia dia na bibi o mu be hia no dia ye adwuma eba sa no say wo Libya Boga and a 1 year concession. Ya concession no say geological for na catch or say Owia TV asia.
Yes.
Upa hana uba. Ya fe na ukwa ko tutu baby ahwe say ukoye sampling.
It's true.
Wakonya osika every bank ho. Wonya osika free bank ho unim say why you committed. Et won ko fa China ni bi so omra meboa. Wonya sika wo de be kwa koto. Eno no hyehyɛ papa MPP forecast ye ba ye beye. Uwie ye no so what to gold no what is ka kokɔ no. Bank of Ghana eto through the friend is saying PMMC, Precious Minerals Marketing. Now, if you the Bank of Ghana,
the Anabe Gold Board,
the Anabe Gold Board, yet me I talk near the Bia Sebu, yet the Bia de Pessia de year. And on the Bema Sika Jinano, at me Jina Aman and Wire Ding. Such a say we and the Babe to Abontin, and the chair Ghana for say, Ghana for Muma Quenano, Muamuya minus no Mukon, move me a call in bulk. They said they can nipa boom memo mubusia.
Okay.
Wait me a coin book. I lances no regime no wo mo. Said na yakasa Ashanti regional. Baby a yin work as a bia or boise and I say man craso and baby no. The licensing regime no be wo.
Okay.
No much see a license mo. Group we a license mo. Leader no way. When you form Sasha way. When you sika mo de be adwuma. Mutu wi a ya beto. Ye to wi nso a Bank of Ghana no de ma PMMC. PMMC no so so timi de aba. Yetimi asiesie ne kama. Near the Asebu our bank. What I say, the beer could to a car, the beer yajuma. But Momo no buy no. Moja yagum, Modiano money be beer much so. Modiana and Amos. And an Amos. Namos he, Yawa say no, near him say regime beer badada. I'm Yakofasa, a friend saying, Yakofa, not what they say.
Some Moko Fabi by your pressing Vanguard.
Vanguard. And your daddy. Yes. And you're not question I am listening in how to say. And then me idea different and on by Omaye. Catch me. And then me idea strong copa and this for buy Omaye say Omo be fighting galamse. At the corner. And then Mukate say any quasi a chichi woman, Omoya galamse, no yes, I know Mukai. Equasi and I chichi womo. And the boys here chiwomu, Omubana motos you cry about Babashino. What I say. And then I don't know Muye. And then I no more tears I can say. And this is for you qua, excavators almost. What did the mechanic say? And then this is for you qua. Baby beer was Omuye, a walk, my friend say, I walk as Capocon Mubiano. Omuye. And you know, I eat there now, Uber catcher say, says Cana would ya call, says Cana would they go now, would they aircono, or they corner saying. And the man we are yet that now Musian, and one and a woye. Beautiful for Biama, but near wants to say papaya diaba, and a mupa yenso no, good now wants muchedi. Sika ya pegu wants a muvia. I don't know, Yasa. Pronona no thing. Ghana for an ya say, and can you go there way? Ya did the go, not getting your best man. Uncle for way up at 20. At the Mudia Moo go to Montie. Moo go to Montie. Must say a new manager. I don't know about Hanameka. So we just our word report here. Reporting, not Bobo, dear mammy. Previously. Report no. And Cronco Africa ha.
Yes. Make I say the last time now Boboso Algeria.
Algeria no more say.
No more previous 174 tons.
2026 almost saying.
Yes.
I know that one. I know you're saying.
Last, okay,
176.
176, yes.
After the next one.
Of a dozen.
Oh, I go there Boboka Ghana.
And Abba Bedru Ghana. Previous 37.06 tons. And I say Abe 18.6 tons.
They are 50% of the gold. What tons 50% in the year and what on December? And then what's the crater? I say, Yakoto at the Corona Amra. What ton 1.2 billion and then Yakoko ton 2.2.
Matiofa.
And you know, at the end of the day, why are not going to say, gold, no, the best say, oh, mine. And I'm almost what yet to himself, but make sure say, Galamse na kosro.
Oh, Debbie.
I don't think I may back.
Debbie offer. What can I say? President, I see a year born in near Chile, we are singing. or kachre
voice
o miti organized labor
me say
enra and or chiro mo se baby ayaba bedro ni and or jitum
utie saa time na wo ba na onyi ntumu
bane waba waje atum
oboa ayaza because they see a baby aye
president yaza
oh yaza because baby aye do no oka bibi enye ye ontimi nza ye bio anu ti no akogina za me crop ka ho na me crop ka ho oni mu ade away from the way one day one on ampi na wo mu ka ne say ohemfo no ko ye ka say oye galamse nti ya hwe na ya akosi say wote say mahama kasa oni mu ni nyina omo mu ye galamse wo ha ayo mu crop yi wote say wakasa
of medase
no president mahama de ne nsa hyem ne na wom
mate medase
god no ana ope
Vincent Ajumre so medawase
announcement no
I am fancy
the first announcement oye no
of your poll Mate of medase okay yes anope my hene we say no a happy birthday I guess been a picture no kra ho fe bi
ono emfa no ma ye YouTube de o
kwasi je ya da
ya bia na TV aduru ono ma ne bokra ope
kaja ne say
but I want to assure him say yen ye be ma o ma
na wonya ja o betimi am o ma na jira wo
yen
mo ma mo say no ko yo si o ma na
mate ye bezi ya
betimi am o ma ga ka ye
Over kwasi je for Vincent Asarebedi ako enka or former NDC parliamentary candidate to office so South Montie Nenka and Oba NDC Deputy Ashanti Regional Organizer Montie Nenka of Akwasiche a former Director of Communications for MPP Asante Mantema so a National Coordinator of Persons with Disability on a National Coordinator. Thank you very much. Robert Dambo Babeka who about 20 me ama producer so mo ya and I just say the number no baby. I was afraid the most say Yakopon ya domo echna ye besa cinema transibio e wo Montie dwumadie so on Owia television and a precise 105.9 FM so I was afraid sorry.